I have kidnapped an alien civilization. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 51 Time Travel. It was still Brother Qiu driving the Wuling Hangguang, and Zhao Dayang was still sitting next to him with a curious look on his face. Brother Mo, have you seen President Ren? Brother Mo, what's in the villa? I've never been in it. Tell me quietly. Brother Mo, can I stay in the south-facing room later? Zhao Dayang kept asking. Go back later. You sleep on the sofa. Li Mo felt that Dayang talked too much. Before leaving, he said goodbye to President Ren and asked him to equip Li Mo with a security team. Li Mo wanted to refuse. He felt that it was too annoying to have a bunch of people around him all day. But President Ren's words interrupted his thoughts. President Ren said earnestly, you are now a shareholder of 10% of WeHua shares. Not to mention that after the Starry Sky system goes public, there will definitely be a lot of flies who will notice you. Although Li Mo didn't know what flies meant, he thought about it and nodded, but he only pointed to Brother Qiu and Zhao Dayang. Brother Qiu looked like a very reliable professional bodyguard. He was silent and drove steadily, which met Li Mo's requirements. As for Zhao Dayang, Li Mo was afraid that he would be unemployed immediately if he left him. Now listening to Zhao Dayang constantly chattering in his ear, Li Mo regretted it a little. WeHua company is very efficient. When Li Mo and his friends returned to Huayuan community, there were already external liaison personnel who helped Qiu Zhen and his friends rent a room opposite Li Mo's room for 10,000 yuan. Looking at the full box of various WeHua mobile phones sent by WeHua employees, Li Mo sighed that it was not easy to be a shareholder. Data cable connected to computer do not interrupt data transmission. While reading system carrier hardware information system carrier hardware reading completed. Please retrieve carrier hardware do not interrupt operation. While system encoding progress 0.00001%. Estimated completion time 12 hours. Looking at so many mobile phones, it is estimated that it will take half a month to complete all the encoding. Ding dong. Ding dong, new task completed. Li Mo was worrying about the need to spend so much time, and the sound of the system prompt rang in his mind. Pajero, Li Mo muttered in his heart. A pink learning machine with 2 rabbit ears appeared in front of him. Click the taskbar 1. Mathematics level. 4, 7500/50,000. 2. Physics level. 0, 0 hundredths. 3. Chemistry level. 0, 0 hundredths. 4. Biology level. 0, 0 hundredths. 5. Intelligence level. To current available points. 23,000 new task, become a famous person, young man task progress 100% task reward. 20,000 points, already issued, random draw once. Do you want to draw the lottery immediately? Draw the lottery immediately, and a big turntable appears in front of Li Mo. Prizes of the lottery turntable. 1. A star numbered 062716. 2. A superluminal photon star destroyer. 3. A black hole shuttle. 4. Nuclear fusion generator, blueprint. 5. Superstar observation system telescope, blueprint. 6. A piece of blank paper. With the experience of winning the mobile phone system production tool in the last lottery, Li Mo once again has hope for the lottery. There were actually 2 blueprints this time, so promising. Li Mo gently turned the pointer of the big turntable, and the pointer began to spin rapidly, and then slowed down. Li Mo was concentrating. Blueprints. 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 A star numbered 062716. The pointer did not stop. A superluminal photon star destroyer. The pointer did not stop. A black hole shuttle. The pointer did not stop. A nuclear fusion generator. Blueprint. The pointer did not stop. A superstar observation system telescope. Blueprint. The pointer did not stop. A piece of white paper. The pointer stopped. It actually stopped. Congratulations on getting a piece of white paper. A piece of white paper appeared silently at Li Mo's feet, and he picked it up. After holding the white paper and looking at it for a long time, Liemo was sure that it was just an ordinary white paper. Throw it into the backpack. Liemo sighed at his unlucky luck. All 23,000 points were added to the mathematics subject 1. Mathematics level. 4. 30,500/50,000. 2. Physics level. 0. 0 hundredths. 3. Chemistry level. 0. 0 hundredths. 4. Biology level. 0. 0 hundredths. 5. Intelligence level. 2 available points. 0. It seems that there is still nearly 20,000 points to upgrade. Liemo feels that facing the huge amount of experience required for each level, it is a bit difficult to grind books. Question time. Liemo is still frightened by the explosion in the beef noodle shop. If he had not listened to the warning of the Pajero man in his head and bent down, he would probably be hit by the flying iron pot. So he asked, how can you Pajero people protect me on Earth? The big-headed Pajero man in the grey fog was silent for a moment and said a little tiredly, it is difficult even for us Pajeros to provide you with all-round protection on Earth. I'm just a two-dimensional projection that travels through dimensions. I don't have the ability to affect the reality of the Earth. However, two-dimensional creatures have a special ability, which is to temporarily break free from the constraints of time. For example, in the hot pot restaurant last time, what I saw was that you were hit by the big black pot, and all of us Pajero people, including my original body, had a huge wound on our bodies. So our Pajero scientists consumed a medium mass star as energy, and I have the ability to briefly go back in time, allowing me to go back to 2 seconds before the incident to warn you. Travel through time and space? Liemo didn't quite understand what the big-headed Pajero man meant. This is not traveling through time and space, nor is it returning from the future to the present. The irreversibility of time and space is one of the basic laws of our universe. It can be said that time and space are like a long river. Everything in the universe is flowing down the long river, and I'm like a fish. I can occasionally follow the waves and jump out of the river to see what will happen in the future. The big-headed Pajero explained. Then can I warn more people when danger comes? Liemo is more concerned about this issue. The big-headed Pajero shook his head. There is an iron law in the basic laws of the universe. If you want to get anything, you have to pay a sufficient price. Last time you saved your friends and took the initiative to remind them, but it caused time and space disorder, and the quantum fluctuation energy was violently output. The generator that was operating the stellar nuclear fusion exploded, and a Pajero star operator died on the spot. Liemo was silent. He didn't expect that, because he kindly pulled Zhao it would lead to the death of a Pajero. In fact, if he didn't pull at that time, Zhao would not be in danger of life. I'm sorry. Liemo apologized to the Pajero in the grey fog. If the destruction of one individual can bring safety to the entire civilization, then he deserves to die. But I hope you will be more careful in the future. After all, time travel violates the laws of the universe. The big-headed Pajero said solemnly, behaviors that violate the laws of the universe are likely to be punished by unknown means. Chapter 52 Class. Mission. Work hard young man. Mission description. The night lights are on and the rooster crows at dawn. It is the time for men to study. If you do not study hard when you are young, you will regret it when you are old. Diligence is a shortcut to the peak of knowledge. Only if you are not afraid of hardship can you freely swim in the ocean of knowledge. Requirements. Write 10 papers included in CSI. Reward. 20,000 subject experience points. 1 ordinary lottery. Time limit. 30 days. Write 10 papers. The requirements of this task are too high, but fortunately there is plenty of time. Liemo checked his attributes again. 1. Mathematics level. 4. 30,500/50,000. 2. Physics level. 0. 0 hundredths. 3. Chemistry level. 0. 0 hundredths. 4. Biology level. 0. 0 hundredths. 5. Intelligence level. 2 available points. 0 if you complete this task, the 20,000 points you get can completely raise your mathematics level to level 5. Brother Mo, open the door, open the door. Zhao Daong's hurried knocking on the door woke Liemo from his deep thoughts. Zhao Daong, as a bodyguard, insisted on sleeping on the sofa in Liemo's room, but he was driven to the opposite side by the landlord's excuse that outsiders were not allowed to stay overnight. Liemo opened the door. Zhao Daong stood outside the door with an anxious look on his face. Brother Mo, we are going to order takeout. What do you want to eat? Just for this matter. Liemo now felt that maybe taking in this fake bodyguard might not be a good idea. I won't eat anymore. I have to go to school later. I have classes in the afternoon. Liemo remembered that he was still a student at Xi'an University. He hadn't been to class for a long time. Then can the two of us go with you? Zhao Daong asked expectantly. Liemo shook his head and asked, can you enter the gate of Yan University? Zhao Daong shook his head with a dull look on his face. Liemo closed the door with a pop. He didn't want to be followed by two bodyguards parading around the campus. The next day, Liemo returned to the lecture hall with his school bag. This was his first time back in the classroom since the publication of his paper proving the four-color conjecture. He quietly chose a small corner in the classroom and sat down. Wow, Liemo, it's Liemo. Liemo, we haven't seen you in class for so long. We all thought you had been invited to a famous foreign university. Classmates who knew Liemo greeted him. Who is Liemo? Is he famous? Lolanka? Shouting MC. Asked the spectators who didn't know the truth. Liemo, you don't even know, but do you know the four-color conjecture? He is the one who proved it. He is a great man. Four-color conjecture. Is it the four-color conjecture that was on the news some time ago? It was actually proved by a student in our department. It's amazing. I'll go get an autograph to get some inspiration. Soon, Liemo was surrounded by spectators. Some female classmates even took the opportunity to take advantage of him. Okay, everyone, be quiet. Why is the back row so lively today? At this time, a young lecturer walked to the podium. Teacher, it's Liemo. Liemo is here again. A student who likes to report was the first to answer. Liemo. The Liemo who proved the four-color conjecture? The young lecturer was stunned for a moment, and then he slammed the table with his hand. Get out of my way. It's class time now, he said, holding the textbook and walking towards the corner where Liemo was. The students saw the teacher coming with anger and scattered, and a large space next to Liemo suddenly became empty. The young teacher walked straight to him and threw the textbook in front of Liemo with a pop. Student Liemo, although you proved the four-color conjecture, you are just an ordinary student. How can you disrupt the normal teaching order? But before resuming normal class, please sign the textbook for me. You know, you are my girlfriend's idol. If she can get your autograph, she will be very happy. The young lecturer suddenly said with a smile. SHHH. SHHH. There was a booing sound around, and the students started to make noises. The young lecturer returned to the podium with the textbook signed by Liemo without any care. Okay, everyone, be quiet. Now we are going to start the class. Before the class starts, I want to introduce a special classmate to you. He pointed to the corner. That is the prover of the four-color conjecture, the pride of Aryanda University, a true genius, Liemo. The young lecturer suddenly raised his hands. Please give Liemo some applause, because that is the treatment a genius deserves. Pa. 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 Okay, now the class will start. Today we are going to talk about combinatorics. What is combinatorics? Combinatorics is. Liemo in the corner shook his head and began to write the first paper of his new task. Okay, this class is over. See you next time. The get out of class was over, and the young lecturer ran out of the classroom holding the textbook like a baby. Liemo's thesis ideas were at a critical moment. He did not get up and continued to write and draw on the paper. Hi, Liemo, I didn't expect you to become famous all of a sudden. Aang Sassi stood in front of him with a smile and handed him a notebook. Please sign for me. I'm also your fan now. Liemo took the notebook handed over by the delicate jade hand and signed the two words Liemo on it in a flamboyant manner. Aang Sassi took the notebook and asked, will we go to the library together later? She knew that Liemo would definitely go to the library to study after class. Liemo nodded, okay, and simply tidied up the rough paper on the table. In the library, Liemo was still writing a paper. Sometimes he lowered his head to think, and sometimes he wrote furiously. Aing Sasa's mind was not on the textbook in front of her. She glanced at the textbook for a few times, and looked up at the focused Liemo. Liemo, what are you writing? Finally, Aing Sasa couldn't help it, and asked in a low voice. Liemo calculated on the scrap paper and answered, I'm writing a paper. Paper. Aing Sasa muttered in her heart, but she saw that Liemo was so focused, and didn't have the heart to disturb him. Time passed bit by bit. It was already dark. Aing Sasa endured the hunger and said, Liemo, are you hungry? I'll treat you to dinner. I heard that a new clay pot restaurant has opened outside recently. The food is very good. Hungry? Liemo suddenly realized that he rarely felt hungry since taking the potion rewarded by the system lottery. I'm not hungry, you go back first. I have to finish this paper first. He shook his head and said, Point okay, I'll go back first. Aing Sasa couldn't stand the rumbling of her stomach. They had been in the library for 8 hours. Liemo looked at Aing Sasa's back as she left, and he asked himself in his heart, are you ready to start a relationship? Chapter 53 Starry Sky System Conference. Late at night, Liemo, who had finally finished his thesis, walked out of the gate of Yanda University with a dazed head. Brother Emo, have you eaten yet? I have a pancake here. Suddenly, Zhao Deong's voice came from behind him. Liemo looked back, and saw Zhao Deong waving a pancake at him. Brother Qiu stood quietly by the wall in the distance. Liemo asked in confusion, how long have you been standing here? How long? Let me look at the watch. From 6 PM, when you were supposed to finish your get out of class, to now 11 PM, it's only about 5 hours. Zhao Deong said, while looking at his mobile phone. Thank you for your hard work. Liemo felt really embarrassed to make the two wait for so long. Zhao Deong patted his chest nonchalantly and said, who made us bodyguards? Bodyguard. Okay. Looking at his lively appearance, Liemo felt that the profession of bodyguard was not suitable for his zodiac sign. Late at night, Liemo was still studying at his desk. He found that the more books he read now, the more knowledge he accumulated, but he felt that he knew less. Beep 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 beep, the mobile phone rang. Liemo answered the phone. Hello, I'm Mr. Ren's assistant. Mr. Ren asked me to ask you, how is the progress of the adaptation of the Starry Sky mobile phone system? The gentle female voice heard last time came from the phone. It will take some time. At present, only 2 flagship phones have been adapted. Liemo felt that it was too boring to hang up to build the system. Great, the progress is so fast. I will notify Mr. Ren immediately. A joyful voice came from the other side of the phone. Is it fast? Liemo looked at each other with his phone in his hands. Is this speed fast? In fact, he didn't know how long it would take to adapt the system under normal circumstances. Pa, there was a knock on the door. Who? It's me, Brother Qiu. This was the first time Liemo heard Brother Qiu's voice. The voice was tough and full of vicissitudes, like a leaf that had been weathered in winter. Gently opened the door, and Brother Qiu, dressed neatly, stood outside the door. Mr. Ren hopes to send what you made to Wehe Laboratory right away. Liemo nodded and said, then wait a moment. Then he closed the door. Liemo copied the generated system adaptation file and app writing source file to a UDisk and encrypted it with the password 666,666. He opened the door, and Qiu was still standing outside. He took the UDisk handed over by Liemo, turned around and left quickly without hesitation. Liemo stood by the window and watched Qiu's Wuling Hanguan drive away quickly. The development of things was no longer under his control. In the early morning, Liemo turned on his mobile phone and a news push attracted his attention. Wehe Mobile Phone Company is about to launch a new mobile phone system on its flagship phone. It is rumored that it is not the Hangmeng system that was previously rumored. The characteristics of the new system described in the news are completely consistent with the Starry Sky system made by Liemo. It seems that Wehe has also suffered great pressure and is now eager to fight back. The comments of netizens under the news have always been Liemo's favorite. Among them, the one with the highest number of likes is, "My way is awesome." The number of likes reached more than 1 million. Finally, we have waited for this day. We also have our own mobile phone system. The number of likes is 880,000. The most beautiful message from the motherland. Rely on your own efforts and work hard to become stronger. Of course, any positive news will be questioned by some people. A message named "My family has many minds." Is it another case of changing the shell? Liemo was browsing netizens' messages. Beep 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 beep. The phone rang. Liemo picked it up and saw that it was still Mr. Ren's assistant. Our WeHo laboratory has completed the evaluation. The two systems you adapted can be fully open to the market. We will hold a new system conference for WeHo soon. I hope you can attend. The gentle voice on the phone invited Liemo. Sorry, I don't have time. Liemo decisively refused. Mr. Ren's assistant seemed to have expected that he would refuse and said gently, "Then I'm here on behalf of Mr. Ren and the entire WeHo company to express my gratitude to you." People are indeed forgetful creatures. Today, Liemo is still sitting in the lecture hall, but his classmates ignore him. Instead, they gather in twos and threes to discuss something. "Hey, do you know that WeHo mobile phones are going to release a new system? I heard that it has a real smart assistant built in." A classmate said while flipping through his phone. "What's a smart assistant? I heard that the new system can save 30% of power, so my phone can finally last a day." A classmate who was playing a mobile game said. "Alas, who knows if it's true? The previous Hongmeng system has been delayed countless times." A classmate shook his head and said, "Even if a new system is released, it is estimated that it will not be a match for Anzho and Banana. After all, the ecosystem of the new system is too difficult to establish." A classmate wearing glasses adjusted his glasses and said, "Hey, everyone, look, WeHo is holding a new system press conference. This is too fast." A classmate exclaimed. At this time, the computer teacher with a laptop came to the classroom. He saw that the students were all looking at their phones and asked curiously, "What are you all looking at?" "Teacher, WeHo Mobile is holding a new system press conference." "New system press conference?" The computer teacher also quickly turned on his mobile phone. It's true. He thought about it, projected his computer screen on the big screen, and connected the wireless network card. He was actually going to broadcast WeHo's press conference live on the big screen. Pa. The computer teacher looked at the students who were looking down at their phones, clapped his hands and said, "It would be a sad thing for a country to not have its own operating system. Today, I will take the opportunity of live broadcasting the new system launch conference of WeHo mobile phones to give you a system theory class." Sure enough, all the students' eyes were attracted by the teacher to the big screen. The press conference began, and in the screen, a vigorous old man walked to the front of the stage. It turned out to be Mr. Ren. Mr. Ren personally held the press conference. "The new system is stable." The students talked about it. "Dear guests, dear media friends, hello, everyone. Welcome to the new system launch conference of WeHo mobile phones." Mr. Ren on the screen said straight to the point. "Now let's welcome our protagonist today, WeHo Starry Sky system." As he said that, he took out a WeHo Mate 30 mobile phone from his pocket, and the screen behind him was also broadcasting live, playing the interface of the mobile phone. How cool. This interface is so sci-fi. And Anzho's interface looks old-fashioned compared to Starry Sky. At this time, Mr. Ren at the press conference said, while operating his mobile phone, "Now I want to introduce the features of the Starry Sky system." Chapter 54. 50 million reward. Mr. Ren said softly into the phone, "Zionoha." A gentle voice came from the phone. "Zionoha is here." Wow, this voice is so comfortable. Is this dubbed by a real person? Real person dubbing? Try dubbing the voice for the artificial intelligence. The audience was talking about it. Mr. Ren asked, "Zionoha, what do you think of my outfit today?" Zionoha replied, "Master, the outdoor temperature is 5 degrees Celsius today, and the indoor temperature is 21 degrees Celsius. You are wearing a thin suit with 50% down content today. If you need to go out, I suggest you add a thicker coat." Mr. Ren asked again, "Zionoha, will it rain today?" Zionoha replied, "According to the satellite cloud map, the probability of raining today is 0.01%, but the weather is unpredictable. I can only tell you that it is very likely that it will not rain today. Wow, this Xiaohua is so smart. She actually knows what clothes Mr. Ren is wearing. This Xiaohua is a real smart assistant. The voice assistants on Anzo and Banana can only be regarded as mentally retarded. It's amazing. Let's test the game function of the mobile phone. As he said this, Mr. Ren opened a mobile game that is familiar to Chinese people. It only took 2 seconds from clicking the game to the main interface of the game appearing. Every time Mr. Ren operated a function, he could cause exclamations from the audience. Finally, all the functions were demonstrated. Mr. Ren put down his phone and said with a red face, "This is the new mobile phone system released by WeHua Mobile Phone. We call it the Starry Sky System. All WeHua people here would like to express our most sincere gratitude to Mr. Liemo, the chief designer of the Starry Sky System. Consumers who own WeHua Mate Series and WeHua Pro Series mobile phones can flash the Starry Sky System for free at WeHua stores from today. This system update does not provide online flashing service." Who is Liemo? Who is Liemo? In the lecture hall of Yanda University, the students all looked at Liemo, who was writing a paper. Liemo shook his head. That's right, although Liemo in our class is a genius, it is impossible for him to design a mobile phone system. It must be a duplicate name. Right, we are in the Department of Mathematics. It's okay to prove some conjectures and solve some mathematical problems, but how can we write a system? At the end of the press conference, Mr. Ren took out a big check with 50 million RMB written on it. He said loudly, "If any hacker can crack or invade the Starry Sky System, WeHua Mobile Phone Company will reward him with 50 million RMB. 50 million. Mr. Ren is too confident. I heard that there is a powerful white hat organization in the world. They won't crack it." The classmates were worried about WeHua Company. Only Liemo smiled and shook his head because he knew that it was impossible for anyone on Earth to crack the Starry Sky mobile phone system. At the same time, major online news media also reported on this world-renowned mobile phone system conference. Huawei, the release of China's first mobile phone system, has attracted much attention from the Chinese people. Associated Press and Zuo's competitor is here. Evening News. 50 million reward. Is WeHua too confident? CBC. Artificial intelligence is just a mirage, not practical. NFC. The Starry Sky System is here. Can it break through the siege? This computer class, the young teacher turned it into a WeHua press conference. Liemo shook his head. It is estimated that many young people now crowd in front of the WeHua store after the press conference, waiting to refresh the system. Now, in addition to writing papers and studying, Liemo has a new hobby, which is to pay attention to the comments of his classmates on the Starry Sky System. Look, the Starry Sky System I just flashed is so smooth. Oh my god, can only WeHua phones flash it? I'll buy one too. A reward of 50 million. Buddies from the computer department, give some help and share the prize money. It seems that the Starry Sky System has been well received, and Liemo finally feels relieved. Hello, your paper has been included in our magazine, and will be published in the next issue of the journal. Please pay attention. He looked at the email from the magazine editor in his mailbox. This is already the third paper. He plans to publish the fourth paper in the Mathematical Monthly, which can be regarded as repaying Wei Xiaonian's favor. Liemo was about to call Wei Xiaonian when his phone rang. Hello, this is Liemo. Brother Emo, this is Wei Xiaonian. Are you free? I want to invite you out for dinner. Ever since Liemo solved the four-color conjecture, Wei Xiaonian has always called him Brother Emo. Liemo was just about to ask Wei Xiaonian to discuss the article. Okay, where and what time? Liemo was always straightforward. Wei Xiaonian on the other end of the phone said happily, "See you at 6 p.m. Xing Xing Western Restaurant opposite Yanda." Western Restaurant? Liemo had never been there, but he didn't care and replied, "Okay, see you there." At 6 p.m., Liemo finished his study early today, took his school bag, and went to the Western Restaurant opposite the school. Since he knew about the bodyguard Zhao Dayang, he waited outside the school for 5 hours last time. Liemo reached an agreement with the bodyguards with the threat of dismissal, and the bodyguards were not allowed to appear within the campus. The Western Restaurant was naturally within the campus, Liemo thought with peace of mind. "Hello, do you have an appointment?" As soon as Liemo entered the restaurant door, a waiter came up and asked politely, "Mr. Wei Zionian made an appointment with me." Liemo replied. The waiter checked the list and smiled. "Mr. Wei is here. Please come this way." Liemo looked at the luxurious decoration of the Western restaurant and followed the waiter to the private room area. He couldn't help wondering, has Wei Zionian become a rich man? The waiter knocked gently and pushed open the door of the private room. Liemo saw that Wei Zionian was happily chatting with a young girl in fashionable clothes in the private room. "Brother Emo, you are finally here. We have been waiting for you for a long time." Wei Zionian saw Liemo coming and took the initiative to stand up and greet him. He saw that Liemo noticed the girl in the private room and introduced her. "This is my classmate in college, Zhang Zumi, who is now a graduate student at Princeton." Wei Zionian paused, looked at the girl again and said, "Zhang Zumi was the campus belle of our school in college, and now she is a talented girl at Princeton." Then he pointed at Liemo and said, "This is our junior, a genius boy, who just proved the four-color conjecture not long ago." Liemo took the initiative to greet him. "Hello, senior sister." Unexpectedly, Zhang Zumi stretched out her hand in front of Liemo. Is she going to shake hands? Yes, the fashionable girl opposite has been living abroad for many years. Maybe this is her habit. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 55 Unpleasant Dinner. So Liemo also stretched out his hand, and the two hands were gently clasped together. He felt the palm of his hand being gently scratched by the girl opposite him, and secretly thought, is this also a habit of foreigners? Liemo pretended not to know, quickly loosened his clasped hands, walked to the table and sat down. "Sir, madam, your menu." Seeing that the guests were all seated, the waiter handed over a menu. Steak, lamb chops, pork chops, chicken chops, fish chops, pasta, linsange, roasted lasagna, roast beef, roast pork, roast lamb, roast chicken, linsange, quiche, French baked pie. Looking at the menu, Liemo regretted a little that he agreed to come to this Western restaurant with Wei Zionian. On weekdays, when he had dinner with friends, he usually liked to order boiled pork slices, and boiled fish for meat, and peanuts for side dishes, and then 24 beers, which was lively, and had a unique taste. Forget it, just order a steak. Anyway, I don't eat much, Liemo thought. "I want a steak," he told the waiter. The waiter bent down, wrote it down with a pen, and asked, "How well done? How well done?" "I want it well done. Can we eat it raw?" Liemo answered without thinking. "Well done?" The waiter's eyes widened, showing a surprised expression. Liemo realized that he had made a fool of himself, but he still believed that food should be well done before eating. He asked, "Yes, well done. Can't it be done?" "Yes." The waiter answered quickly, and it can be seen that he has received professional training. Zhang Zumi, who was opposite, smiled and watched Liemo order a well-done steak, and said, "I want a 7-well steak and a mozzarella cheese salad with tomatoes." Wei Zionian was obviously not very familiar with Western food, and smiled awkwardly and said, "I have the same as this lady." The waiter went down with the menu to make arrangements, and there was silence in the box. "Student Liemo, my last suggestion to invite you to Princeton. Will you consider it again?" Zhang Zumi suddenly asked with a smile. Liemo frowned and did not answer. Wei Zionian beside him whispered, "Zumi, didn't you say you just wanted to get to know Liemo? Why are you poaching him all of a sudden?" Zhang Zumi ignored him and said with a smile, "Professor Wilson has already discussed with the college. You can go directly to study as a graduate student under the professor, and he will provide you with a full scholarship." She stopped and took a sip of water. Seeing that Liemo did not respond, she continued, "Professor Wilson is very famous all over the world. Graduates who graduate from him can easily enter the Fortune 500 companies." Liemo looked at Wei Zionian like this. "Is this what you call a treat?" He tapped the water cup in front of him with his fingers and said with a smile, "Fortune 500? It just so happens that WeHo company was willing to offer me an annual salary of 1 million not long ago, but I refused. WeHo company, the WeHo company that has recently become popular all over the world because of its Starry Sky mobile phone system. WeHo company, which is called by the media as the company with the greatest potential to solve the case, and is the only company in the mobile phone field. It seems that Zhang Zumei also knows the name of WeHo company. Liemo nodded. He was disgusted by Zhang Zumei's behavior. If it wasn't for Wei Xiaonian's sake, he would have left long ago. Sir, your well done steak. Miss, your medium rare steak. The waiter quickly served all the dishes. Liemo was confused with the knife and fork. How should he use it? Fortunately, he always adhered to the principle of pragmatism. He picked up the fork, stuck it directly into the steak, and then cut the steak bit by bit with the knife. Puff. Zhang Zumei, who was opposite, laughed at Liemo's butchering behavior. She picked up the knife and fork lightly and said, to eat Western food, you should hold the fork in your left hand and the knife in your right hand. You see, that's it. She made a gesture of cutting meat while speaking. Liemo looked at her movements and took the initiative to adjust his eating method and thanked her. Thank you, I don't know much about Western dining etiquette. Zhang Zumei said mischievously, look, Western food is the food that civilized people should have. This beautiful technique, this lyrical music, how intoxicating, the coordination of knife and fork is so harmonious. Liemo frowned, put down the knife and fork in his hand and said, when the grammar is awful, we know etiquette. In my mind, chopsticks are the most suitable for humans to eat. Adults use long chopsticks, children use short chopsticks, and people can always find chopsticks that suit them. Zhang Zumei saw that Liemo did not agree with her statement, and she was not angry. She still smiled and said, you have a genius brain. Only by going abroad, going to the United States, and going to a mathematical sanctuary like Princeton, can you display your talent. Staying in the country is really a waste of natural resources. Liemo laughed. Do you say that the Prince of Mathematics Gauss went there because of the fame of the University of Göttingen, or that the University of Göttingen became famous because of Gauss? Knowledge is knowledge, science is science. In my eyes, Liemo, it's that simple. I will not go to another place for fame. Liemo stood up and said to Zhang Zumei with a smile, by the way, beef may carry salmonella or E. coli. When humans eat raw or undercooked pork or beef containing Cysticercus, the larvae develop into tapeworms in the intestines, causing people to suffer from tapeworm disease. In mild cases, cysticercosis may have no symptoms, but in severe cases, it can cause patients to suffer extreme pain or even death. Therefore, eating beef that has not been heated at high temperature still has certain health risks. Wei Xiaonian, who was holding a fork to put beef in his mouth, quickly dropped the fork after hearing this. Okay, I don't usually eat much. I wish you a happy meal. Goodbye. Liemo nodded to the stunned two people to leave. After leaving the restaurant, Liemo breathed a sigh of relief. How did Wei Xiaonian know Zhang Zumei? Brother Mo, why did you come out so quickly? The bodyguard Zhao Deong magically jumped out from behind him, and Brother Qiu was still standing next to the Wuling Hanguang in the distance. Why are you here? Liemo was a little surprised. Zhao Deong said carelessly, because this is outside the campus, I'm a bodyguard. Liemo was stunned for a moment. Okay, have you eaten? Zhao Deong scratched his head. I have eaten. The company has specially sent work meals these days, 3 dishes and 1 soup. Well, Liemo had heard that WeHo company has good benefits, and now it seems that it is really worthy of its reputation. Liemo was walking slowly on the side of the road with his bodyguard Zhao Deong, and the phone rang. Beep beep beep. It was Wei Xiaonian. Brother Mo, I'm so sorry for today. I didn't expect Zhang Zumei to have this idea. She just said she wanted to get to know you. Wei Xiaonian's apologetic voice came from the phone. Liemo said nonchalantly, it's okay, it's not your fault. I have already clearly rejected Princeton's invitation. I didn't expect Zhang Zumei to come to me on her own initiative. By the way, I have written 2 new papers and have sent them to your email. Please review them for me. If they are suitable, please publish them in the Mathematical Monthly. Wei Zionian was overjoyed when he heard the news. Okay, I will go back and take a look and help you publish them as soon as possible. Chapter 56 Blackbird. Abroad, in a laboratory of mobile phone company. How is it? Have you cracked it? An old man with white hair asked nervously. A programmer who was working nervously in front of a computer answered without raising his head. No, I can't get into the system at all. I have changed more than 500 decryption dictionaries, but none of them match. Go ask Leo. The old man pushed open the door of the next room and saw that the room was filled with cabinets more than 1 person tall, and 2 staff members in white clothes were busy nervously. Quick, turn off the power switch of the server. The load is about to be overloaded, and something big will happen. A young man wearing glasses shouted. No, the whole unit uses up's power supply, and it can't be turned off at all. Another person turned off the power switch, and the server still made a beeping sound. Fool, idiot, can't you just pull out the power cord of the ups? How can Princeton produce idiots like you? As he said, he operated quickly on the computer keyboard without raising his head. The one who was scolded picked up an operation manual and muttered, power cord, page N, power cord. The old man saw a wisp of green smoke coming out of the server cabinet, accompanied by sparks. He took a few steps forward and kicked a plug plugged into the wall. The server stopped, the beeping sound disappeared, and the sparks disappeared. The old man widened his eyes and roared, Leo, what did you do? You almost destroyed the menu. The experimenter who was operating quickly on the keyboard just now was now paralyzed in a chair with sweat all over his head, and said with lifeless eyes, how should I know? How should I know? Suddenly he jumped up from the chair, grabbed a book on the table, and beat the young man who was still holding the operation manual in his hand. Jen, you damn Princeton nerd. Jen, I asked you to get familiar with menu. What did you do? Jen, your IQ of 140. Did a dog eat it? The old man looked at the young man named Jin who was squatting on the ground with his head in his hands, being beaten wildly by the furious Leo, and shook his head. Okay, Leo, put away your bad temper and explain what happened. Leo looked at Jin fiercely again and said angrily, I originally wanted to use Manu to brute force Wehu's Starry Sky system. According to my past experience, it will take at least 48 hours to crack what type of code it uses. But I didn't expect that Manu suddenly went crazy and took CPU resources, controlled all threads, and began to frantically delete files in the server. I couldn't control it at all. Originally, most of the files could be saved by directly cutting off the power supply. Now all the files that were cracked before are gone. That was the result of my several years of hard work. This damn nerd, Leo said and wanted to stand up and attack Jin again. Seeing this scene, the old man said to the camera on the ceiling, come to the Manu room with 2 security guards and lock Leo and Jin in the dark room to calm down. Having said that, he turned and left without even looking at the smoking cabinet. The end of the corridor was his last hope, and the old man pushed open the door with hope. The room was pitch black, with only a computer screen emitting a pale light, and a dark shadow sitting motionless in front of the screen. The old man was about to turn on the light switch. Don't turn it on, I don't like light. The dark shadow in front of the screen whispered. The old man slowly put down his hand and said, Blackbird, aren't you afraid that one day you will go blind? The dark shadow turned his head and smiled strangely and said, I've been looking forward to that day. Tell me, is the progress of Manu not going well? The old man nodded, fumbled to sit down, rubbed his legs and said, Manu was almost ruined. The new Jim from Princeton didn't even know the basic operating specifications. I told you a long time ago that the world of code is beautiful, logical, and mysterious. Your Manu is destroying this beauty. The black shadow said sarcastically. The old man shook his head and said tiredly, I know what you said makes sense, but those people above only want results. The Starry Sky mobile phone system released by China this time, if allowed to develop, will be a serious blow to our dominance in the mobile phone system. Did you crack it? The people above are urging us very much. The old man asked anxiously. The black shadow smiled strangely. It has not been cracked, and it is impossible to crack it. Hearing this, the old man said nothing more, just pushed the door and went out. He did not hear the black shadow muttering behind him. It is impossible to crack it, because this is not a human code, nor is it human logic. Uago Yandali, who was writing a thesis in the library, received a call from Assistant Ren. Hello, Mr. Liemo. President Ren asked me to tell you that the Starry Sky mobile phone system has been a great success. The sales of WeHua mobile phones have increased by 50%. The board of directors has decided to reward you with 5 million in cash, which has been deposited into your account. The gentle voice came from the phone. 5 million. Liemo said to the phone, thank you for the decision of the board of directors. I will complete the remaining adaptation procedures as soon as possible. After that, he hung up the phone. A boy passing by heard 5 million, shook his head, and said to the girl next to him, do you know what kind of transportation the richest people take now? The girl asked curiously, what? The green train. The passengers on it all call to discuss business with a starting amount of 5 million. Ha ha ha. After that, the two laughed together. Liemo was also amused by the boy's sense of humor, but what can 5 million do? The salary of ordinary people for a lifetime, the down payment for a house in Yanjing, a wheel of a Lamborghini, the fuel cost of launching a rocket? 5 million invested in high-end scientific research may not cause a ripple. Thinking of this, Liemo decided to send all the 5 million to his parents at home, and also relieved himself of his worries. Daeang, I have to go to the postal bank. Please and brother Qiu take me there. Liemo called the bodyguard. It seems that bodyguards are still useful, at least there are free cars to use, and you don't have to pay for gas. Liemo walked out of the school gate, and the Wuling Hangguang opposite was already waiting there. This time Zhao Daeang actually sat in the car obediently, without saying a word. Liemo cast a puzzled look, and then Zhao Daeang finally couldn't help it. Fire him if you want. Today, the security director warned me that I talked too much while on duty. If I talk so much again, I will be fired. After saying that, he showed a wronged expression. Liemo smiled and said, it's okay, I will plead for you to Mr. Ren's assistant. Thank you. By the way, Liemo, what are you doing at the Postal Savings Bank? Zhao Daeang immediately returned to his identity as a curious baby. As if I hadn't said it just now. Liemo regretted it a little. Chapter 57 Coma. Brother Qiu's car was fast and steady. You parked your car in the corner over there. Didn't you see what kind of cars are on the roadside? A security guard with a crooked hat knocked on the window. Brother Qiu parked the car steadily in the corner without saying a word. I'm not saying anything to you, but you don't have eyes. There are Audis, BMWs, and Maybachs on the roadside. Do you want to park your Wuling Hangguang in the roadside parking space? Seeing the three people get out of the car, the security guard with a crooked hat came over and yelled. Zhao Daeang wanted to step forward to argue, but was gently pulled behind by Liemo. Mr. Security, do we need to pay parking fees for our Wuling Hangguang? Liemo asked with a smile. The security guard with a crooked hat squinted his eyes and said, all cars coming in have to pay parking fees. Did we pay less parking fees? Liemo asked again. The security guard with the crooked hat was obviously less aggressive. We paid a lot. Liemo asked again. Then why do we have to park inside? The security guard with the crooked hat whispered this time. Because their cars are nice. Have you paid for the nice cars? No. Seeing the crooked hat security guard at a loss for words, Liemo couldn't help shaking his head. How could he argue with such a person? Forget it this time. We are all customers who have paid. I hope you can treat us equally next time. Liemo finally said with a warning. Zhao Daeang behind him looked dissatisfied, while brother Qiu was still calm. Hello, are you sure you want to transfer all 5 million in this card to this out-of-town card? Asked the teller of the postal savings. Sure. Liemo replied. As expected, it is a big city like Yanjing. The transfer was completed in less than 10 minutes. Beep beep beep. Before leaving the bank, Liemo's mobile phone rang. Liemo, why did 5 million suddenly deposited into the postal bank card I opened for you? Did the bank make a mistake? An anxious voice came from the mobile phone. Liemo consoled her. Mom, I just saved that. The voice on the other end of the phone got louder. You saved it? How do you have so much money? Liemo said. Didn't I just solve the 4-color conjecture not long ago? This is the bonus and royalties. What is the 4-color conjecture? It's so valuable. It can equal your father and I's lifetime salary. Liamo's mother on the other end of the phone obviously didn't believe it. Liamo said again, I was on the news. Don't worry. You can take part of it to renovate the house that Meng Cheng rewarded me and save the rest. It was true that Liamo was on TV news. The mother on the other end of the phone seemed to believe it. How did you know that I saved 5 million in the card so quickly? Liamo felt that his mother's call came too quickly. You forgot that although the card is in your name, the mobile phone number bound to it is mine. I'm afraid you will spend money recklessly. Okay, no more. Beep. Beep. Liamo's mother realized that she had said something wrong and quickly hung up the phone. Liamo was confused when holding the hung up phone. It seemed that he underestimated his mother's wisdom. Yanda is also busy at night. Liamo, who has solved his worries, drank a can of energy coffee. Now he needs to write all 10 papers as soon as possible. Article 3, Article 4, Article 5, Article 6. Liamo's eyes went dark and he fainted in front of the desk in the library. In the moment of coma, he seemed to see a huge figure vaguely appearing in the mysterious endless void in the starry sky. At some point, Liamo found himself deep in the grey fog, and the grey shadow on the high platform was still looming. I fainted. Liamo asked. You fainted? The grey shadow replied. Then are you Pajero people okay? Liamo thought that all the Pajero people would not faint. That would be a big deal. We Pajero people are fine. The grey shadow replied. It seems that only if I suffer physical damage will the Pajero people suffer the same damage. Liamo guessed. It seems so. The grey shadow replied. This is not scientific. Liamo said puzzledly. This is not scientific in itself. If it is something that can be solved by science, we Pajero people would have solved it long ago. Grey shadow continued. Then when can I wake up? Liamo asked again. Soon. The Pajero man answered. Sure enough, Liamo felt a vast white light appear in front of his eyes. Beep 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 Liamo. Liamo wake up. The anxious voice of the squad leader Aing Sasa came to his ears. Liamo slowly opened his eyes and a tearful Aing Sasa came into view. Doctor, he's awake. Aing Sasa saw Liamo wake up and called the doctor anxiously. Soon, a doctor in a white coat came in and shone a flashlight into Liamo's eyes. He asked, what's your name and what do you do? My name is Liamo and I'm a freshman in the Department of Mathematics at Yan University. What day is today? November 20th. Liamo answered. No, today is already the 25th. The doctor shook his head and said. Liamo sat up from the bed all of a sudden. I was unconscious for 5 days. He remembered that he was in the grey fog for only a moment. It seems that you can remember the time accurately, so you should be fully awake. The doctor gave his own conclusion. Rest for a while, and a nurse will help you do a full body check later. The doctor stood up and left. Aing Sasa wiped the tears from her face without knowing when, and said with a smile, you are fine. It's really great. I just wrote the paper for a little longer. Who would have thought that I would faint? It seems that I need to strengthen my physical exercise. Liamo touched his nose and said, nonsense. It's just nonsense. Staying in the library for 7 days, not eating or sleeping to write a paper. He, Liamo, thinks he is a genius and can die. Professor Wu's voice came from far away outside the door. Professor, please keep your voice down. This is a hospital. It seems that Wei Xiaonian has also come. The two pushed the door and entered the ward. Before Liamo could speak, Wei Xiaonian said, Liamo, how can you not take care of your body? Do you know how nervous Professor Wu was when he heard that you fainted? He even asked for this intensive care unit for you from the hospital. Don't you thank Professor Wu? Wei Xiaonian said, winking at Liamo behind Professor Wu's back. Liamo tried to get off the bed. Thank you for your concern, Teacher Wu. This time it was my fault. Professor Wu looked at the performance of the two students coldly and snorted. Forget it, lie down. I care about you out of support for the mathematics community, not personal feelings. You don't have to thank me. What did the doctor say? Professor Wu turned around and asked Aing Sasa. The doctor said that he should be fully awake, but a comprehensive examination is still needed. Aing Sasa replied. Chapter 58, 10 papers. Professor Wu nodded, thought for a moment and said, Liemo, even if you are fine, you need to stay in the hospital for another 7 days to recuperate. Liemo was about to object, but was interrupted by Professor Wu. There are too many geniuses who died young in our mathematics community. Abel, a pioneer in the field of elliptic functions, died at the age of 27. Évariste Galois, who started learning mathematics at the age of 14 and created group theory in a total of 6 years, only lived to the age of 21. Indian genius Ramanujan left 4,000 mathematical theorems and formulas in his 32 years of life. Perhaps, geniuses are always hated by God, so I don't want you to be the next one. Professor Wu stared at Liemo and warned him solemnly. Liemo nodded, and he felt Professor Wu's care. Okay, I'm leaving first. The biennial Zhongjia King Mathematics Award has begun. Although you are not a graduate student yet, I will still fight for you with your current achievements. Wei Xiaonian, you should come with me. Liemo looks fine. You should hurry up to do the project I gave you. Don't spend all day in the magazine. You should know that you should start studying as early as possible. Professor Wu saw that Liemo was fine and led Wei Xiaonian away. Was that Professor Wu just now? He looked very stern. Aing Sasa said, and handed over a peeled apple. Liemo blushed, took the apple and said, Professor Wu is such a person. He looks cold but kind. He is usually very strict with students. Class monitor, can you bring me my school bag that was left in the library? I want to see if the paper I wrote is lost. Liemo said, while eating an apple. He was still worried about the paper he left in the library. Aing Sasa took out the school bag from the cabinet next to him and handed it over. I packed it for you a long time ago. See if anything is missing. Liemo opened the school bag. Fortunately, the thick stack of papers was still there. Who wrote so many papers? Aing Sasa asked curiously. I wrote them. Here are 9 papers, and there is one that has not been written yet. Liemo answered. Aing Sasa widened her eyes in surprise. Why do you write so many papers? Undergraduates only need to write papers when they graduate, and the teacher hasn't assigned any tasks recently. Published in a magazine. I still have to write papers. Please close the door. Thank you. Liemo ordered him to leave. Aing Sasa had to get up and leave. She was very upset, like a wooden man. It is very inconvenient to write a paper in the hospital, because Professor Wu, who is thoughtful, had already told the nurses on duty to keep an eye on Liemo, a study madman, before leaving. Student Liemo, were you reading a book just now? A little nurse pushed the door open and noticed the patient's panic. Liemo firmly denied. No, absolutely not. Okay, you have to be obedient. The kind little nurse was deceived by him. The 10th paper was finally completed and had to be mailed out quickly, but Liemo couldn't leave the hospital now. Zhao Dayang, can you come to the hospital? Liemo called the bodyguard. Zhao Dayang on the other end of the phone lowered his voice and said, I'm in special training with Brother Qiu now. No more talk. Goodbye. Looking at the hung up call, Liemo hesitated and dialed a number again. Squad leader, can you come to the hospital? I need your help with something. Aing Sasa, who received the call, was still upset about Liemo's behavior last time. She originally wanted to directly reject this ungrateful guy, but when the word came to her lips, they turned into, okay, I'll come right away. She stamped her feet in anger and thought, even if I forgive you this time, there will be a next time. When Aing Sasa pushed open the door of the ward, Liemo was browsing the news of Weihua mobile phones and Xingkang mobile phone systems on his mobile phone. Weihua mobile phones, especially the high-end series, have seen a huge increase in shipments in foreign markets, and even the US market, the home base of the desk, has achieved a double-digit growth rate. The Starry Sky mobile phone system has been widely praised since its launch. Due to its energy-saving properties, it has even been highly praised by some foreign environmental protection groups. The Starry Sky mobile phone app program developers have spread all over the world. It is obvious that the Starry Sky mobile phone system is to open a gap between the two major mobile phone systems. What surprised the programming experts all over the world is that no one has figured out what kind of coding method and programming language the kernel of the Starry Sky mobile phone system uses. For example, the programming language of the ANSO Android system is C/C++ at the bottom layer, and the app is mainly Java. The kernel of the banana system is Darwin, and Darwin is written in C and C++, and the app is written in Objective-C. The Starry Sky mobile phone system app development uses C/C++, but the kernel programming language is not announced by Huawei. Seeing Aing Sasa coming, Liemo turned off his phone and said, "Squad leader, I have something I want to ask you for help." Then, he handed over the papers that had been sorted and packaged. "Here are 10 papers. I want to mail them to these magazines. The addresses of the magazines are on the outer packaging of the papers." Aing Sasa took the papers and said, "Have all 10 papers been mailed?" Liemo nodded. Aing Sasa was not surprised to take the papers to mail, because she had long known Liemo's genius attributes. In her mind, Liemo was a big kid who could do magic. Now Liemo can only anxiously wait for the publication of the papers on the hospital bed, and play cat and mouse games with the kind little nurse from time to time. The 4th paper, the 5th paper, the 10th paper. After waiting for 6 days, he was about to be discharged from the hospital, and all the papers were published. Liemo held the sample magazine sent by the magazine in his hand, waiting for the prompt sound of the system task completion. As expected, ding dong, new task completed. A prompt sound came from his mind. Liemo found that the prompt language used by the system was different every time. "Isn't this too personal? Pajero," Liemo muttered in his heart. A pink learning machine appeared in front of him. 1. Mathematics level. 4. 30,500/50,000. 2. Physics level. 0. 0 hundredths. 3. Chemistry level. 0. 0 hundredths. 4. Biology level. 0. 0 hundredths. 5. Intelligence level. 2 available points. 21,000 task, work hard young man completion progress. 100% reward. 20,000 points, already issued. 1 big turntable draw. Do you want to draw the lottery immediately? Draw the lottery immediately, and a big turntable appeared in front of Liemo. Prizes for the lottery turntable. 1. A star numbered 1,236,782. 2. A superluminal photon star destroyer. 3. A black hole shuttle. 4. Nuclear fusion generator, blueprint. 5. Keenstar herbal mixture, suitable for carbon-based organisms. 6. Energy coffee x10. Chapter 59 Fish on the Cube. Liemo found that the first 4 prizes on the big turntable remained basically unchanged, and only the last 2 would change, which means that the last 2 prizes could be obtained through lottery. He silently said in his heart, "European, European, I'm European." Liemo gently turned the pointer of the big turntable, and the pointer began to rotate rapidly, and then slowly stopped. "Congratulations on getting a portion of Keenstar herbal mixture. This herb comes from Keenstar, and can quickly relieve the poisoning symptoms of carbon-based organisms." A small bottle rolled out of the grey fog, and the small bottle contained a pill-sized capsule. Liemo picked up the capsule, and found that it was filled with brown liquid. He gently squeezed it, and a small human face pattern appeared on the surface of the liquid. He was so scared that he quickly threw the capsule into his backpack. Question time. Every time Liemo was full of expectations for questions. Perhaps the yearning for advanced civilization is a common characteristic of all intelligent creatures. Liemo thought for a while and asked, "What is the highest civilization that your Pajero civilization has encountered?" As an earthling of level 1 civilization, Liemo can encounter the Pajero people of level 4 civilization. Then, in the process of development, the Pajero people of level 4 civilization are likely to encounter a civilization of a higher level than themselves. Liemo wanted to know what the highest level civilization in the universe looked like. The big-headed Pajero in the grey fog pondered for a long time and said slowly, "In addition to the weird endless void, there is also such a story recorded in the history of our Pajero people. At that time, the Pajero civilization had just crossed the level 3 civilization. The vast universe and endless resources made interstellar exploration a social trend. In addition to the official exploration plan of Pajero, countless civilian adventurers also drove various aircraft into space. At this point, He sighed. It was really a passionate era. The Pajero people of that era were full of adventurous spirit. Among those civilian adventurers, there was Captain Cook. He was originally a university teacher. However, with the improvement of knowledge in fusion technology, the positions of low-end teachers have become fewer and fewer. In your words on Earth, this teacher Cook is unfortunately unemployed. Pajero society is a society that focuses on practicality. Among the Pajero people, only two types of people can survive. One is a useful person, and the other is a person who controls useful people. If Teacher Cook does not find a new job as soon as possible, it means that he will be physically eliminated. So, Mr. Cook, who was desperate, used up all the materials he had accumulated throughout his life and bought an official retired aircraft from a waste treatment plant. In this way, he became Captain Cook. Relying on this aircraft, Captain Cook can explore some areas that the official has not specifically explored and exchange them for Pajero points as compensation from the official. The blank areas available for exploration are getting smaller and smaller. Captain Cook has not handed in Pajero points for a long time. If he delays any further, he will lose the opportunity to sail forever. Captain Cook, who is good at discovering information, accidentally discovered that there is a microplanet 1 light year away that has not been explored in detail by the official. Perhaps the official thinks that exploring this kind of stone microplanet that can be seen at a glance is a waste of resources. But this is an opportunity for Captain Cook, but his aircraft's range cannot reach 1 light year, so in order to achieve a longer range, he abandoned all his material reserves, fired the only crew member, and only brought some necessary water and energy bars. The voyage went smoothly at first. Captain Cook did not encounter any trouble. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and 360 days. Captain Cook stared at the cursor radar of the aircraft. According to the official standard star map data, the microplanet is expected to appear on the radar screen within 1 to 2 days. 361 days, 362 days, 363 days, 364 days, and 365 days. The expected microplanet still did not appear. Captain Cook thought that maybe there was something wrong with the detector of his old aircraft, so he decided to continue sailing 370 days, 380 days. Captain Cook hesitated. If he turned back at this time, the fuel of the aircraft might be able to support him to return to the vicinity of the mother planet. If he continued to sail, he would never be able to return to Pajero. Lying on the only seat in the aircraft, Captain Cook looked at the twinkling stars in the distance. He decided to continue sailing. At that time, he thought that perhaps dying in space was better than being physically destroyed. In this way, Captain Cook continued his voyage. On the 400th day, the 500th day, the 600th day, and the 601st day, the figure of a microplanet appeared on the airborne cursor radar. The distance of the microplanet was almost twice as far as the distance on the standard star map. Finally, on the 3rd day, Captain Cook came near the microplanet. It turned out to be a standard cube with a length of 3 meters, a width of 3 meters, and a height of 3 meters, showing a metallic luster. He vaguely felt that there was something on the cube through his naked eyes, so he carefully drove the aircraft and slowly approached. It was a fish. There was a palanfish lying on the cube and blowing bubbles. It had 2 long whiskers and bulging big eyes. It was a common palanfish. In the desolate space, a standard cube appeared. There was a fish blowing bubbles on the standard cube. The weird scene in front of him stunned Captain Cook. In the past, the cautious Cook would choose to escape immediately, but he looked at the vast universe behind him, plucked up his courage, and controlled the aircraft to dock next to the cube. The fish that blew bubbles seemed to have discovered the aircraft. It turned around gracefully and blew a small bubble at the aircraft. The thin bubble seemed to be guided and fell on the aircraft and turned into a big bubble covering the aircraft. "Come out and play. Come out and play." The fish on the cube spoke the language of the Pajero people. Captain Cook carefully opened the aircraft and stepped onto the cube. The bubble that originally covered the aircraft covered Cook again. "Can I sing a song for you?" the fish said, wagging its tail. "I'm a fish. I soar in space. The colorful universe. There are only 3 colors left. I want to add a new color to the universe, but I can only blow bubbles. Maybe one day the world will become one color. How lonely it will be. But I'm just a fish that can blow bubbles. The fish sang the song and a tear fell from its bulging eyes. Okay, I'm done singing. It's your turn. Sing. Captain Cook was a little surprised by this proposal, because in the Pajero society, all decadent music had long been banned, and there were only a few motivational songs. Chapter 60 Mathematics Level 5. Seeing the fish staring with bulging eyes and expectant look, Captain Cook had to sing loudly. Hi. 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 We will take care of the endless mines. We will dig the bottomless deep holes. Wait. The fish suddenly stopped him. I will change the background for you. It will be more charming. As he spoke, the fish's tail flicked. A bright light flashed in the space, and the background of the sky changed from monotonous gray to blood red. Captain Cook stood in front of the bright red background, as if he was standing on the stage. The fish seemed very satisfied with his work, spit out a bubble and said, "Continue." Captain Cook shouted at the top of his voice, "Hi. Hi. Hi. We will take care of the endless mines. We will dig the bottomless deep holes. We will collect the seeds of thorn grass. We will raise the cubs of Gillow. Hi. 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 The mines have crushed the shoulders of us Pajero people. The deep hole buried the bones of our Pajero people. The thorn grass pierced the skin of our Pajero people. The Gillow beast sucked the blood of our Pajero people. Hi. 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 Dig out the mine. Fill the deep hole. Burn the thorn grass. Bury the Gillow beast. Because we are Pajero people. Hi. 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 The fish shook its tail, as if it was very satisfied with Captain Cook's song, and said, "Okay, you can go back." Captain Cook immediately rushed to his aircraft, turned around, and accelerated. The next second, he found that he had returned to the airspace near his home planet. A second spans a distance of nearly 2 light years. Although the Pajero people have already built some interstellar gates in the universe, they can cross several light years in an instant through the interstellar gates. But the interstellar gates are all built in the gaps of space, with very strict time and space requirements, and each time a interstellar gate is opened, it consumes the energy of a standard 2-level star day. Spaceship number 2,616,211. Please stop moving immediately and accept inspection. The voice of the air patrol team came from outside the aircraft. All aircraft ships near the mother planet must obey the orders of the air patrol team unconditionally. There was one Star-class battleship with a high level of self-sustaining. When it received the order to stop moving, it turned on the particle accelerator instead, and was hit by the Star Destroyer of the air patrol team. More than 5,000 soldiers on the ship turned into ashes. Captain Cook slowly stopped the aircraft, opened the door, and found that the surrounding area was surrounded by special forces wearing protective clothing. The surrounding spacecraft had long been cleared, and only his old aircraft was parked in the Norder airport, alone. Open the particle barrier, to prevent the leakage of secondary contact contamination. Send biochemical robots to isolate the personnel in the aircraft. A command ship kept issuing orders. Captain Cook was rudely thrown into the isolation cabin by 2 mechanical arms. The isolation cabin is a fully enclosed space of only 5 square meters, surrounded by flexible materials. It seemed that the concept of time was lost in the isolation cabin. Captain Cook carefully recalled the whole process of encountering the fish, as if it was a dream he had in his childhood. Finally, the interrogation began. Name. The Special Forces personnel interrogated through the glass. Cook number? 16,262,172. Occupation? Captain Cook narrated his experience truthfully. Although he was full of doubts about his experience, what Captain Cook didn't know was that he was now the focus of attention of all Pajero people. According to the archives declassified by the Archives Bureau later, the airspace monitoring satellite showed that Captain Cook stayed for 30 minutes after arriving 2 light years away, and no celestial bodies were detected around the spacecraft. During the 30 minutes that Cook stayed, an asteroid in the Pajero galaxy disappeared silently. Cook only took 1.002 seconds in the process of returning, and it was obvious that an unknown force intervened. The Special Air and Space Forces had already blocked the coordinates of the cube where Cook encountered it, and there was nothing there. To be precise, it is not empty. The void of the coordinates is still filled with tiny bright red particles. The source of the particles is the disappeared planet. Later, according to the analysis of the Pajero Unknown Contact Research Institute, the fish on the cube can appear in space with its flesh. Obviously, the fish or the unknown civilization has mastered the method of changing the laws of the universe. In order to help Cook match the appropriate background, the fish destroyed a planet in a blink of an eye, which further proves that the unknown civilization has a high level of technology. Since then, the coordinate position of the cube has become a forbidden area for the Pajero people. The song sung by the fish has also been widely circulated among the Pajero people, and everyone is trying to get a glimpse of the secrets of advanced civilizations. This is the story of our Pajero people encountering a high-level civilization. Big Head Pajero said. What a long story. There is a magical fish in space that can sing. Liemo sighed more and more that the universe is so big and there are all kinds of wonders. Liemo cleared his mind and decided to raise his math level to level 5 first one. Mathematics level 5, 1500/100,000 to physics level 0, 0 hundredths 3. Chemistry level 0, 0 hundredths 4. Biology level 0, 0 hundredths 5. Intelligence level 2 available points 0. Congratulations on completing the subject upgrade and getting a new question opportunity. Congratulations on opening the upgrade function for other subjects. A message popped up on the learning machine, which meant that Liemo could upgrade physics, chemistry and biology. New task released. Task, young man, run to the finish line of victory. Description, running is the best way to exercise. Running can not only exercise a person's body, but also temper a person's will. Requirements, win the 10,000 meter running championship in the upcoming school sports meeting. Reward, 30,000 subject experience points, 1 ordinary lottery. This is the second running task that Liemo has received. Although the first time was only 5 kilometers, it can be seen that Pajero people still love running. Liemo thought of the questions he wanted to ask. He was very curious about the lifestyle of Pajero people. In Cook's story, it was shown that the Pajero people don't like singing. The question I want to ask this time is, what are the main ways of exercise for the Pajero people? Liemo asked his own question. Grey fog rolled, and the big-headed Pajero people were obviously a little resistant to this question. Liemo found that, whenever he asked questions about the lifestyle of the Pajero people, the big-headed one was not very willing to answer. On the Pajero planet, the most popular way of exercise is running. Every Pajero person likes running. Sure enough, the big-headed one answered reluctantly and briefly. The Pajero people are indeed a strange race. On Earth, the most popular sports are gambling sports such as football, basketball, and tennis. And running is only the favorite of some professional athletes. Chapter 61. Storm. Liemo, check Weibo, you seem to be in big trouble. Early in the morning, Liemo received a WeChat message from Aing Sasa with a website attached. He clicked on it and saw that it was an article posted on Weibo by a blogger with millions of fans. The title of the article is, "A freshman at Yanda University published 10 CSI papers in a month, suspected of academic fraud." Blogger Lang Kyankan pointed out on Weibo that Liemo, a freshman at Yanda University, could publish 10 CSI papers in a month, which must be academic fraud, and criticized the domestic education system. The blog post questioned Liemo's fraud, based on his own imagination, but did not mention any substantial evidence. At the end of the blog post, Liemo's mailing address was also attached, calling on netizens to start human flesh. Then, many netizens who did not know the truth left messages on Weibo to scold Liemo, questioning that such a scandal could have occurred in China's highest institution of learning. Of course, there were also cautious netizens who suggested to find out the truth first. Is this a dog bite? Liemo was a little confused, because he didn't know the blogger at all. But then he looked through all the Weibo posts of this bright and clear sky, and immediately understood. In his Weibo, he criticized all the domestic scientific researchers. Either this professor was suspected of academic fraud, or that doctoral thesis was suspected of plagiarism. Every time, there was no direct evidence, just short of directly writing that the moon is rounder in foreign countries and the air is really sweet in foreign countries. However, such extraordinary remarks often attract a large number of netizens who do not know the truth. Liam shook his head, and he did not intend to explain anything. Beep beep beep, the phone rang. It was Professor Wu. Liam, you have published 10 papers in a row recently. Professor Wu was still so direct. Yes, but they are in different journals. Liam replied. Professor Wu laughed. Okay, you have made progress. But I heard that you were accused of plagiarism on the internet. How do you plan to solve it? Liam thought for a while and said, the innocent will be cleared. I don't plan to explain anything. It's a waste of time. You are just too nerdy. Is this a matter of the innocent being cleared? Professor Wu was very dissatisfied with Liam's reaction. You should know that the reputation of mathematician is very important. But don't worry, you are a student of our Yanda University. It is the obligation of Yanda University to protect the legitimate rights and interests of its students. I have notified the school's publicity department and will help you clarify it. Liam said thank you. Then he prepared and planned to go to the stadium for a run. He hadn't been here for a long time. He was busy writing papers. He felt that he had been alienated from sports for a long time. The stadium is always crowded in the early morning, not to mention that the school sports meeting is about to be held and many professional athletes have also started training. Hey, run fast, do you remember me? Liam was stretching and was patted on the shoulder. Looking back, a burly man in a sleeveless sports shirt stood out in the cold wind of November. Liam thought for a moment, continued to stretch, and said, you are Wang Meng, a student of the Department of Physical Education. We met in this stadium. Wang Meng didn't expect Liam to still remember his name, and asked with a smile, why haven't you come to run during this period? I was busy writing a paper during that time. Liam thought for a moment and asked again, where can I sign up for the school sports meeting? The participating teams of the school sports meeting are divided according to the colleges and departments. I remember that you are from the Department of Mathematics, so you can just find the teacher of the Department of Mathematics to sign up. Wang Meng explained. Thank you, I'm going to run. Liam said, and ran away quickly. This is going to be another strong opponent. Only Wang Meng was left standing there in a daze. We believe in you, Liam. Classmates kept coming to the corner where Liam was and encouraged him. In the advanced mathematics class today, Liam quietly came to a small corner as usual. Unexpectedly, the classmates saw him sitting there and came forward to comfort him. I have already launched a protest on Weibo, protesting Weibo for allowing such fabricated articles to spread. I have taken screenshots of the article and posted them on the school forum, calling on all teachers and students in the school to speak up for you. I reported that Lang Lang Kyankan. The classmates spoke up for him. Liam usually stayed in the library, and now he has moved outside the school. He only interacts with his classmates during class. He didn't expect his classmates to care about him so much, which touched Liam. Thank you everyone. Liam stood up and bowed. Where is classmate Liam? Someone is looking for him outside the classroom. The high mathematics teacher on the podium shouted with a microphone. Liam walked out of the classroom and saw a girl wearing glasses standing outside the door, standing on tiptoe and staring at the birds playing in the tree. Hello, I'm Liam. What can I do for you? He asked politely. The girl was startled. Hello, I'm Zhao Yu, the school publicity office secretary. The female secretary quickly adjusted her gaffe and returned to her usual efficiency. Yangjing TV has sent a reporter to interview you. Now, Liam didn't want to go because it was class time. Yes, because it's a temporary interview and it will be broadcast in the evening special program, so the time is tight. The female secretary explained. Liam nodded. Okay, wait for me to ask for leave from the teacher. Not long after, Liam came out of the classroom with his school bag on his back. Let's go. I've already asked for leave. The female secretary asked hesitantly. Don't you need to change your clothes? She looked at Liam wearing a washed out shirt. No, I changed this shirt this morning. It's quite clean and nice. Liam noticed a strange look. Okay then. The female secretary nodded, but she was screaming in her heart, if I can be on TV, I must wear a noble princess dress. The school publicity department is a separate red building. Liemo followed the female secretary and stepped into the school studio. The reporter and photographer of Yanjing TV were adjusting the equipment. Seeing the two coming, the female reporter with long hair came up to greet them. "Hello, is this Liemo? My name is Zhang Xiaoyu. I have interviewed you for the 4-color conjecture." Liemo took the initiative to extend his hand. "Hello, Reporter Zhang, I remember you." Zhang Xiaoyu shook hands with him gently and told the assistant next to her, "Help Liemo put on makeup first. I'll go see if the photographer is ready." Makeup? Liemo thought that only girls needed makeup, and he quickly refused. "I don't wear makeup. It's not the kind of makeup you imagine. Just deal with the reflection of the face so that it will be more photogenic." Zhang Xiaoyu explained with a smile. "So that's the case." Liemo was relieved. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 62 Interview. Makeup, Oklahoma. Camera, Oklahoma. Lighting, Oklahoma. Female reporter Zhang Xiaoyu came to Liemo and asked softly, "Do we need to rehearse the lines first?" Liemo shook his head. For him, news must be true. 3, 2, 1. The director next to him made a start gesture. "Good morning, audience friends. I'm the host Zhang Xiaoyu. Today we are interviewing a special person." Zhang Xiaoyu on the stage was tactful and generous. When he was a freshman in high school, he proved the world-class Collatz conjecture. When he was a sophomore in high school, he was admitted to a top domestic university by special admission. When he was 17, he proved the 4-color conjecture, one of the 3 major conjectures of the new century. He was deeply involved in a plagiarism scandal because he published 10 CSI papers in a month. As she said this, she made an invitation gesture to Liemo in the audience. "He is Liemo, a freshman in the Department of Mathematics at Yan University." Liemo walked lightly to the front of the stage and sat opposite Zhang Xiaoyu. "Hello, Liemo," Zhang Xiaoyu said with a smile. "Hello, host." Liemo was a little nervous. "I heard that your math grades in elementary school and junior high school were not good. Is that true?" It seems that she had done her homework in advance. Liemo nodded. "Yes, my math score in the elementary school graduation exam was 59 points. I remember that on the day the results were announced, the stick that my family often used broke. It was my mother who broke it." Zhang Xiaoyu was amused by Liemo's humor. It seems that Liemo's mother is a strict mother. "Yes, but she is also a good mother," Liemo said. "Since your math grades are so bad, how can you prove the Collatz conjecture in the first year of high school?" Some viewers may not know what the Collatz conjecture is, so let me explain it. As she said that, Zhang Xiaoyu took out the cue card. The Collatz conjecture is also known as the 3n+1 conjecture, Kakutani conjecture, Haas conjecture, Ulam conjecture or Syracuse conjecture. Listening to this long list of names, you may understand that this conjecture has been studied by many mathematicians in history. She paused, glanced at the cue card, and continued. "The content of the Collatz conjecture is also very simple. That is, starting from any positive integer n, if it is an even number, divided by 2, if it is an odd number, multiply it by 3 and add 1, and continue in this way. After a finite number of steps, you can always get 1. However, such a simple proposition has never been proved since its birth in 1927. Liemo thought for a while and said, "To be precise, I proved the Collatz conjecture during the summer vacation of my first year in high school." He corrected Zhang Xiaoyu's statement and continued, "I like playing basketball very much, and I spend almost the whole day on the basketball court during the summer vacation. One day, I came home from playing basketball and accidentally found a book on the desk. The name of the book was a collection of world mathematical problems. I opened the book and found that I couldn't do any of the questions in it, and I couldn't even understand some of them. At that time, I suddenly felt that I was so stupid. There was so much unknown knowledge in the world, but I wasted my time on having fun. So, I tried to solve some of the above problems, and fortunately proved the Collatz conjecture. Of course, I also read a lot of books. It was a magical experience. A prodigal son repented and found that he was a mathematical genius. Zhang Xiaoyu said jokingly. Can I say you are a genius? She asked with a smile. Liemo nodded and said confidently, I think you can say that. Here, in order to avoid TV viewers thinking that I'm proud, let me explain first. Liemo found that the director was directing the cameraman to move the camera slowly towards him. Mathematics is a subject that requires talent. Many mathematicians have made amazing achievements when they were young. For example, mathematician Euler went to college at the age of 13, graduated at the age of 15, and obtained a master's degree at the age of 16. I was already 17 years old and only a freshman. Another example is the mathematics Prince Gauss, who successfully proved that a regular 17-gon can be constructed with a ruler and compass when he was 19. Therefore, geniuses are not rare in the mathematical world, and I admit that I'm a genius. Zhang Xiaoyu did not expect Liemo to admit that he was a genius so easily. After hesitating for a while, he continued to ask, recently, some netizens pointed out on Weibo that you published 10 papers in a row within a month, which is beyond the reach of ordinary people, and there is a suspicion of plagiarism. What do you think of this statement? Liemo smiled and said confidently, the reason why I can publish multiple papers in a month is because I'm a genius. If anyone suspects that the papers I wrote are suspected of plagiarism, they can go to CNKI to check for plagiarism. If there is deliberate slander, I hope that person will get the punishment they deserve. At this time, Zhang Xiaoyu continued, accusation of academic fraud is a particularly serious matter for an academic. I also hope that the accuser can provide solid evidence instead of taking it for granted. Okay, today's interview ends here. Thank you for coming, Liemo. Zhang Xiaoyu smiled and ended the interview. Cut. All the staff on the scene breathed a sigh of relief. Zhang Xiaoyu took out a business card and handed it over. This is my business card. I hope to contact you more in the future. Liemo said against his will, yes, I usually like to watch your show. In the evening, they got the news that Liemo was going to be on the news. The students of the Department of Mathematics were crowded in front of the TV in the cafeteria. Brother Emo looks good on camera. Zhang Xiaoyu is so pretty, but Liemo looks like a wooden man. He's too confident. He calls himself a genius. So what if he's a genius? Can't Liemo's current achievements be considered genius? The students in front of the TV were discussing the matter. Beep, 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 the phone rang, and Liemo saw that it was the assistant to General Manager Ren of Weihua. Hello, I'm Liemo. Mr. Liemo, General Manager Ren has learned about the troubles you've encountered recently. A company lawyer has been assigned to sue the blogger who framed you. The voice of General Manager Ren's assistant came from the phone. Sue. Liemo was a little confused. I didn't entrust a lawyer to sue. Since you are a director of our company, it is the duty of Weihua's legal department to protect the reputation rights of the company's directors. So Weihua's legal department has initiated the prosecution procedure. The person on the other end explained. Liemo thought for a moment and said, it's up to you, as long as it doesn't affect my normal life. Don't worry, the lawsuit is filed in the name of Weihua Company and will not involve you personally. General Manager Ren's assistant had clear ideas. After hanging up the phone, Liemo still didn't understand. Weihua Company has this kind of benefit? Forget it. If I can't figure it out, I won't think about it. Winning the 10,000 meter race and completing the system task are the current focus. A horse will not grow fat if it doesn't eat grass at night, and a person will not become strong if he doesn't run at night. Liemo decided to take time to run at night in the future. Chapter 63, The Mysterious Spaceship 6 light years away. The next day, at 6:30 in the morning, Liemo woke up on time, left his room, and prepared to go for a run. When he opened the door of his room, he found Zhao Deong standing quietly in the corridor. Deong, are you back? Liemo asked. Perhaps because he was used to getting along with him, Liemo felt a little lonely during the time when Zhao Deong and the others were away. Zhao Deong nodded. I'm on duty. On duty? Liemo was a little confused. Yes, this is the result of our special training. Brother Qiu and I are on duty for 2 hours each. Well, as long as you don't feel sleepy. Liemo was about to leave. Brother Mo, are you going to leave? Wait, I'll go with you. The guard on duty behind him shouted. Liemo turned his head and asked in confusion, I'm going to Yanda, can you get in? What he didn't expect was that Zheng Deang took out a Yanda pass from his pocket. We have built a training institution for who are on the Yanda campus. Brother Qiu and I are both non-staff employees. Non-staff employees, there is such a thing. Liemo thought for a moment and said, I'm going to go jogging. Do you want to go with me? Running? Zhao Deang took a step back. He had a deep shadow from the last time he ran with Liemo. I have a stomachache today and can't run. Zhao Deang covered his stomach and rolled his eyes. But brother Qiu also likes running. I'll call him. It seems that their special training is very effective. Liemo thought. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Sweat slowly flowed down. Liemo calculated his speed in his mind and adjusted his pace from time to time. Brother Qiu followed behind him with an expressionless face. The first lap, the second lap, the third lap, the fourth lap. Brother Qiu followed closely behind Liemo. The 5th lap, the 6th lap, the 7th lap, the 10th lap. Brother Qiu was slowly pulled behind. He glanced at the figure going away in front of him and muttered in his heart, how can this kid run so fast? I'm going to be embarrassed this time. The 20th lap, the 21st lap, the 22nd lap, and the 25th lap. Liemo calculated that he had run 10,000 meters and slowly slowed down and stopped, doing 7 sets of stretching next to him. 5 minutes later, Qiu arrived at the finish line panting. He, who had always been calm, gave Liemo a thumbs up. Boy, how can you run so fast? At this speed, I guess you can't even beat professional athletes. Liemo did another set of stretching. I like running, so I run faster and faster. I'll treat you to breakfast. He took the initiative to invite. Use my meal card. In front of the restaurant window, Qiu took out a card. This is the money the company has deposited, which can be reimbursed. Public funds? Well, Liemo now has a new understanding of Weihua's welfare. The latest technology news. Weihua's legal department is filing a lawsuit against the Weibo blog Lang Lang Kaiankan. The morning news was playing on TV, and suddenly the word Weihua attracted the attention of the 2 people who were eating steamed buns. According to the reporter at the front, Weihua's legal department filed a lawsuit because of a blog post published by Lang Lang Kaiankan on Weibo. In the blog post, the blog Lang Lang Kaiankan accused Liemo, a freshman at Yanda University, of academic fraud. According to the information obtained by the reporter from Weihua's legal department, Liemo, who is under 18 years old, owns 10% of Weihua shares. According to an insider of Weihua, the now popular Starry Sky mobile phone system may be Liemo's work. Our news reporters will continue to pay attention to Weihua's lawsuit. Hearing the host of the show constantly mentioning himself, and even linking himself with the Starry Sky system, Liemo regretted it very much. 10% of Weihua shares and the father of the Starry Sky mobile phone system. It was too eye-catching. He just wanted to study quietly. Liemo found that brother Qiu was looking at him with strange eyes. Let's go. I'm full. I'm going to the library. Brother Qiu followed him without hesitation. In the corner of the library, 2 boys sat side by side. One was calculating math problems with a pen, and the other was reading a weapons magazine with relish. The spacecraft is decelerating. The spacecraft is decelerating. It is expected to complete deceleration within 15 gray star days. A spacecraft that looks like a big crab appeared quietly near the red dwarf star. The shell of the broken spacecraft exposed a big hole, which was the trace of the meteorite wandering in the starry sky. The faint light of the red dwarf star in the distance passed through the crab spacecraft, and the only glass window shone on a creature with fangs in its mouth and horns on its head. The faint creature sat on a huge chair with its eyes closed, without a breath, as if it had lost its life. Elder, we may not be able to hold on. The energy crystals in the spacecraft have been exhausted. The biodiversity preservation garden has long been out of control, and the crew has not had water supply for many days. A creature with the same appearance pushed open the hatch, breaking the silence. The faint creature sitting on the chair slowly opened his eyes, revealing endless vicissitudes in his eyes. Forerunner, since we lost our home planet, we Greystar people have been wandering in this indifferent universe for more than 4,000 years. In these 4,000 years, we have been losing warships. So far, we are the only ship in the entire Greystar exploration fleet. I have a lifespan of 4,500 years, and the first 500 years were spent on the home planet. You were born on a ship after the Great Defeat, and it is a pity that you cannot witness the beauty of the home planet. Recalling the time on the home planet, the face of the Greystar Elder has a little more color, and the Forerunner next to him also appreciates the scenery of the home planet from his words. As long as the Lightspeed engine can last for a few years, we can reach our destination. According to the mysterious guidance, we will be able to avenge the extermination of our race. We are rootless duckweed, and we are blessed by our home planet to have survived until now. Fate has left us alive for this moment. The Elder scolded. The Greystar man who was called the guide seemed to be convinced, nodded, and became worried again, but the outer shell of the spacecraft was broken by an unknown object when passing through the abandoned black hole channel. The Lightspeed engine was also hit, and is now being repaired. Due to the lack of sufficient Zilla metal, the engine may not be completely repaired. The Greystar Elder thought for a moment. Turn off the pierced engine. There is a red dwarf star in front. We can use its gravity field to adjust it there. He waved his arm, and a three-dimensional starfield map appeared in front of him. The location of the spacecraft was flashing with a bright spot, and the location of a planet 6 light years away from the bright spot was marked with an X. Looking at the star map, the Grey Shadow Elder issued an order. Open the stellar sails. Although the energy emitted by the red dwarf cannot be compared with that of a star, we only need enough energy to fly for 6 light years. He pointed to the X 6 light years away. Fate is so mysterious. Who could have predicted that the fate of a primitive first-level civilization would be entangled with that brilliant and hateful fourth-level civilization? It's so ridiculous, sad, and lamentable. The Greystar Elder said, and closed his eyes again, like a dream. Great endless void, thank you for your guidance in the black hole tunnel you provided. The spaceship slowly stopped, and was captured by the red dwarf, becoming a satellite orbiting the red dwarf. Open the stellar sails and collect energy. The Greystar people controlled the spaceship, and a grey canvas slowly rose from the back of the spaceship. Chapter 60 for long distance running. Shocked, the Yan University student involved in the plagiarism storm is actually the father of the Starry Sky mobile phone system. Envy, a 17-year-old genius actually owns 10% of WeHua shares, valued at billions of dollars. Blogger Lang Lang Kyankan took the initiative to withdraw his Weibo article, and WeHua's legal department refused to give in. A 17-year-old boy has solved 2 world-class problems in a row. China also has its own genius. Liemo found that he appeared in the headlines of the news more and more times without realizing it. Even in his Weibo recording of checking in at the library, many netizens who called themselves Zinc fans left messages to express their support for him. Fortunately, he has never posted his photos on the internet. The star chasing in the academic world is still rational, otherwise he will have to wear an extra mask when he goes out in the future. Student Liemo, the 10,000 meter long distance race of the school sports meeting, is scheduled to be held tomorrow morning. Are you sure you want to participate? The sports officer of the student union of the department looked at his tall and thin figure and confirmed with doubt. Liemo nodded, raised his arm, flexed his biceps, and said, although I'm thin, my body is full of muscles. Hahaha. The students who signed up around him were all amused by his humor. The sports secretary shook his head and added Liemo's name to the participating team. He reminded, then you must do it according to your ability. It's not shameful for students from our mathematics department to withdraw from the competition midway. He knew that the thin boy in front of him was the apple of the eye of the department leader. Liemo finished his routine study and returned to Huayuan community with his follower brother Qiu. Brother Mo, can I go to cheer you up tomorrow? Zhao Dayan, who was wolfing down the takeaway, asked excitedly when he saw them coming back. He stayed in the room all day today and was about to go crazy. Liemo nodded. I'm going back to my room to read. Also, you don't have to stand guard. If you stand guard again, I will ask General Ren to transfer you all back. He thought for a while and said again. He turned and left, leaving the two stunned. Turning on the computer, the program showed that the system adaptation for the Huawei mobile phone system had been completed. This time he took out his cell phone and called Mr. Ren. The call went through. "Mr. Ren, this is Liemo. The phone system has been adapted." An excited voice came from the other end of the phone. "Okay, I'll notify Brother QIU to send it over right away. I have good news to tell you. This month, the sales of Huawei mobile phones have increased by 200%. Then congratulations." Liemo agreed casually. The other party was silent for a moment. "If you can completely transfer the Starry Sky mobile phone system to Huawei company, we can offer 5 billion. Liemo said without any hesitation. "I'm sorry, Mr. Ren, I can't agree to this request." Mr. Ren was not angry, but just smiled. "Yes, I'm wishful thinking. Huawei is very lucky to have the exclusive use of the Starry Sky system." Liemo laughed at himself. After hanging up the phone, 5 billion, what a pity. Dear students, the 10,000 meter long distance race is about to take place. The participants are Department of Physical Education, Wang Zhangyu, number 6. Department of Physical Education, Zhang He, number 21. Department of Physical Education, Wang Meng, number 12. Department of Mathematics, Liemo, number 66. Liemo was wearing a number 66 sportswear and stood on the track. Looking around, he was surrounded by students majoring in the Department of Physical Education. "Come on, come on." There were constant cheers from the audience. "Liemo, come on." A soprano voice attracted special attention amid the cheers. Liemo looked from afar and saw Aang Sasa in red, standing on her seat and waving her hands. "Why is she here?" Liemo was a little puzzled. Group 3, ready. The referee raised the starting gun. Liemo slowly squatted down and took the starting position. Pop. The starting gun sounded. The 10,000 meter race is the most challenging competition for athletes in all running sports. In the first 5,000 meters, experienced athletes often do not pursue speed, but constantly adjust their own rhythm. Sure enough, the two boys from the Department of Physics are now rushing to the front. The banner "Come on, Department of Physics" was raised high on the sidelines. "Come on, come on, come on, Department of Physics." The professional athletes from the Department of Physical Education followed closely behind, and Liemo firmly controlled the position at the end of the team. Wang Meng and the crowd even turned around and made a face at him. Liemo was getting farther and farther away from the head of the team. He was unmoved, but slowly adjusted his pace and regulated his breathing. "Come on, Liemo, come on, Liemo." Every time she passed the left side of the audience, Aang Sasa, dressed in red, would shout at the top of her voice, changing her image of a lady in the past. "The math department is not good. Isn't that Liemo known as a genius in the math department? How come he is the last one now?" A tall boy said loudly, "Running is a man's sport, not for sissies. Go back and do your homework." Aang Sasa heard someone slandering Liemo, stood up and was about to argue, but was held down by a pair of hands. She turned around and saw that it was Professor Wu. Looking at Aang Sasa's surprised expression, Professor Wu made a gesture to silence her and said with a smile, "Watch the game. Young people nowadays are really hot-tempered." The little episode at the scene did not affect Liemo at all. He adjusted his pace and followed closely behind Wang Meng. The two boys from the physics department had already fallen 100 meters away, 1000 meters, 2000 meters, 3000 meters, 4000 meters, 5000 meters. If the first 5000 meters is a competition of speed, then the last 5000 meters is a competition of will. Running is the oldest sport. Thousands of years ago, humans were competing with prey in running. Interestingly, humans who look thin may be the animals with the best endurance in nature. Humans have excellent breathing and heat dissipation systems. In the competition with prey, they often use running tactics to drag down their opponents. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, sweat drops down under his feet. The surrounding sounds seemed to disappear, and there was only his own breathing in the world. The running team slowly split into 3 camps, and the leading sports department specialty students used the guard position tactics to firmly control the runway. 6000 meters, 7000 meters, 8000 meters. Liemo began to increase his speed. 7th place, 6th place, He surpassed 2 classmates in a row. Wang Meng in front seemed to notice the abnormality behind him and began to speed up his pace. Come on, come on. Seeing Liemo on the track overtaking 2 people in succession and coming to the 5th place, the mathematics audience on the sidelines cheered 8,500 meters, almost to the finish line. No longer able to wait, Liemo found his own rhythm to overtake. 1 step, 2 steps, he was ready to overtake Wang Meng. Wang Meng on the track cooperated with his teammates, trying to block Liemo behind him. You can do it, you can do it. Aung Sasa stared at the stadium with eyes wide open, even forgetting to shout. Speed up, speed up, speed up again. Chapter 65 Dark Horse. Wang Meng, who was in the front, was following his past experience and using a split-up tactic with his teammates. They wanted to ensure that no outsiders could get their hands on the top 3. Hearing the pursuers behind him approaching, he had to increase his speed and signaled his teammates to move closer to him. But it was too late, and a black shadow jumped out from beside them. He knew his plan had failed. Liemo surpassed Wang Meng and ranked 5th. Liemo surpassed Zhang Qichen and ranked 4th. Liemo surpassed Zhang Shan and ranked 3rd. Liemo surpassed Zhang Heitao and ranked 2nd. Liemo's latecomer power attracted cheers from the audience and the attention of the announcer on the sidelines. Dark horses are always popular. Running in the front was Wang Kaiming from the Department of Physical Education, who had won the 10,000 meter long distance running championship at the National School Games. He heard the hurried but orderly footsteps behind him. Wang Kaiming, who was experienced in major competitions, realized that the pursuers behind him were constantly accelerating 300 meters, 200 meters. The finish line was just ahead. Wang Kaiming used up his last bit of strength. As one of the best young athletes in the country, he must not fall before the finish line. 100 meters. Victory belongs to me, he kept shouting in his heart. At this moment, a tall and thin figure flashed past him. What a fast sprint speed. This was his only thought at that time. Liemo, Liemo, champion, champion. The announcer's announcement also echoed at the scene. Dark horse, absolute dark horse. Congratulations to Liemo from the Department of Mathematics for winning the championship of the 10,000 meter long distance race at the school sports meeting. Seeing Liemo surpass in the last 100 meters, the mathematics students in the stands had already rushed into the field. I won. Liemo, who was the first to cross the finish line, slowly stopped and gasped. It was too dangerous. I didn't expect the leader to be able to speed up at the last moment. It turns out that, even if you have a system, no one in the world can underestimate you. Liemo, who was bending over and panting, saw a clean and beautiful handkerchief in front of him. Behind a pair of white and tender hands, Aung Sasa was looking at him with a smile. Thank you. Liemo took the handkerchief and wiped his sweaty face carefully. After wiping, he found that the small handkerchief was already stained with sweat. After thinking for a while, he folded the handkerchief and said, "The handkerchief is dirty. I'll take it back and wash it before returning it to you." Aung Sasa was about to say something with a smile. Liemo, you are so awesome. Did you see the big guy in the sports department look so frustrated? It's so cool. Let those sports students drink milk. The students who gathered around him seemed to have won the championship themselves. This is also the reason why students in the mathematics department are repeatedly oppressed on the sports field. Liemo smiled and accepted the congratulations from his classmates. He didn't care about this honor in his heart. He participated in the competition only to complete the system task. Student Liemo, look here. A camera was pointed at him. A girl holding a microphone said in front of the camera with emotion, "Students of Yanda, today in the 10,000 meter long distance race of the school sports meeting, a dark horse appeared. A thin boy from the Department of Mathematics defeated all the national long distance running champions and became the final winner of this 10,000 meter long distance race. This boy from the Department of Mathematics is here. Let's interview him." As she said, she handed the microphone to Liemo. Student Liemo, what do you think of today's competition? Facing reporters, Liemo can be said to have rich experience, that is, to tell the truth. The less he said, the sooner the reporter left. He smiled and said, "I'm very happy." Sure enough, the reporter frowned when he heard his brief answer. Everyone is curious about your ability to beat the national long distance running champion and win the championship of this competition. Do you have any secrets? She changed the question. Liemo smiled again. I like running. Is this a reason? The female reporter looked at Liemo's honest appearance, but she couldn't get angry. Then let's congratulate Liemo for winning the championship of the 10,000 meter long distance race. The javelin competition is about to start. Let's go over there to interview him. As she said that, she signaled the boy carrying the camera to turn off the machine. Eyeing Sasa looked at the figure of the female reporter leaving. She was very satisfied with Liemo's performance. The 10,000 meter race adopted the method of on-site awarding. Liemo received an exquisite crystal trophy and an envelope containing 5,000 yuan in cash from the leader. Seeing the students in the audience, who were more excited than himself, Liemo walked off the stage with the trophy. Brother Emo, lend me the trophy. The fat man grabbed the trophy and took a selfie with his mobile phone. Liemo walked to Aang Sasa and handed over the envelope with money. There are 5,000 in it. Some will be used for dinner tonight, and the rest will be donated to the needy students in the class. Aang Sasa wanted to refuse, but when she saw Liemo's firm eyes, she reached out and took the envelope. Don't worry, I'll make arrangements. Liemo nodded. He still trusted the organizational ability of the monitor Aang Sasa. Ding ding ding, new task completed. Liemo did not check it immediately this time, but joined the carnival team with his classmates. Perhaps only at this moment can he feel that he is also an ordinary student. The night fell quietly, and Aang Sasa had already booked a cheap and good buffet restaurant as the place for the dinner. Outside the restaurant, students gathered in groups of 3 or 2. Liemo found Aang Sasa, who was ordering food, and asked, I have 2 friends, can they come together? Aang Sasa nodded. Yes, this time we are booking the whole place, no limit on the number of people. He waved to the 2 bodyguards standing in the distance. These 2 are Zhao Deong and Qiu Jet, the staff of Weihua Company in our school. This is our monitor Aang Sasa. Liemo introduced the 2 parties. Aang Sasa looked at the 2 people and always felt that they had some special temperaments, especially Qiu Jet. She felt that the other person had a strong bloody smell. Maybe I'm wrong. After all, they are both Liemo's friends and employees of Weihua Company. Aang Sasa shook her head and suppressed her doubts in her heart. Liemo observed the dishes and environment in the buffet restaurant. They were in line with the level of classmates' dinner, affordable and not out of place. Liemo, thank you. The fat man held a big chicken leg in one hand and a plate of cake in the other. Zhao Deong and Qiu Jie were sitting in a small corner with plates. Seeing that Liemo noticed him, Zhao Deong raised his hand to signal. I picked this for you. Aang Sasa came over with a plate. The plate was filled with prawns and kiwi fruit, and Liemo took it. Thank you. How do you know I like to eat these? He asked curiously. Aang Sasa blinked. Secret. The books say that women are creatures full of secrets. It is indeed true, Liemo thought to himself while chewing on the prawns. Liemo, you're a nice guy. Liemo, thank you, that's very nice. From time to time, classmates carrying food passed by and said hello. It seemed that Aang Sasa had already explained that the dinner was paid for with Liemo's bonus. After the dinner, Aang Sasa took the invoice and prepared to show it to Liemo. He waved his hand and left with his bodyguard. Aang Sasa looked at the 3 people and then realized the true identity of Liemo's 2 friends. Chapter 66 Grey Star. Pajero, Liemo, lying on the bed, silently chanted in his heart. Grey fog rolled, and there was silence all around. A pink learning machine appeared in front of him. Click the task option. Task, young man, run to the finish line of victory. Description, running is the best way to exercise. Running can not only exercise a person's body, but also temper a person's will. Requirements, win the 10,000 meter running championship in the upcoming school sports meeting. Reward, 30,000 subject experience points, 1 ordinary lottery. Completion progress, 100% reward distribution. 30,000 subject experience points, distributed. Do you want to draw the lottery immediately? Draw the lottery immediately. 1. Mathematics level. 5. 1,500/200,000. 2. Physics level. 0, 0 hundredths, 3. Chemistry level. 0, 0 hundredths, 4. Biology level. 0, 0 hundredths, 5. Intelligence level. 2 available points. 0 prizes for the lottery wheel. 1. 100 pure energy crystals, large. 2. An interstellar frigate. 3. A black hole shuttle. 4. A cosmic quantum wave monitor, R grade. 5. A super cool alien toy car. 6. Energy coffee X10. A super cool alien toy car. Liemo looked at the prizes that appeared on the big turntable this time, a little confused. He gently turned the pointer of the big turntable, and the pointer turned rapidly, and then slowed down. Congratulations on winning a cosmic quantum wave monitor, R grade. Because the cosmic quantum wave monitor is too large, it is recommended that users prepare enough space in advance when bringing it back to the real world. The explanation of the perigee people came from the grey fog. Cosmic quantum wave monitor, huge size. Liemo knew that he had finally drawn something good, and he couldn't wait to click to check it out. It was really big. A room-sized server and a trident antenna more than 5 meters high appeared in front of him. There is a reason why the learning system requires sufficient space in advance. Liemo thought about it and threw the server and antenna into the backpack. The backpack is full. Please clean it within 48 hours. The backpack panel flashed red. It seems that we need to find a place to place the eavesdropper as soon as possible. Liemo thought for a while. Question time. To understand a race, we should start by reading their history. He decided to ask questions about the history of Pajero. Can I ask questions now? The voice of the big-headed Pajero came from the grey fog. Yes, please ask questions. Excuse me, what is your attitude towards aliens? The big-headed Pajero seemed reluctant to answer this question, and there was silence in the grey fog. Excuse me, what is your attitude towards aliens? Liemo raised his voice this time. According to the agreement we reached, and the general principles of the law of cosmic civilization, you cannot refuse, or deliberately deceive me. The grey fog rolled, and the big-headed Pajero hesitated for a long time, and finally said, before answering your question, let me tell you a piece of history. Liemo nodded. The more he knew, the more he understood the other party. The big-headed Pajero began to tell the story. About 15,000 years ago, the Pajero civilization had just entered the 3rd level of civilization, and started the pace of cosmic exploration. We Pajero people are eager to find planets with intelligent creatures to prove that we are not alone in the universe. In the past 1,000 years, we have launched countless exploration spacecraft and explored tens of thousands of planets around us. There are extremely hot rocky planets, extremely low temperature frozen planets, and of course Earth-like planets with suitable climates. In the end, nothing was found, and the universe seemed to be silent. Except for us Pajero people, there is no sign of life. Just when we thought we were the only miracle in the universe, a detector that was launched to the edge of the galaxy many years ago brought good news. At the edge of the galaxy, there is a wonderful small galaxy, which is composed of 3 low-mass stars and 1 super-large planet. According to the calculations of our scientists, every 10,000 years, the planet may be invaded by the surrounding stars, and the flames of the stars will shatter everything it encounters. So we think it is not suitable for biological survival. Later, with the continuous development of detection methods, we found that in that strange galaxy, due to the small mass of the star and the surprisingly large mass of the planet, the back of the planet is always hidden in a position where the 3 stars cannot shine. Maybe there will be life on the back of the planet that escapes the cleansing once every 10,000 years. Sure enough, the probe found abundant signs of life on the back of the planet. There are all kinds of strange plants and animals. The local rulers are intelligent creatures with fangs in their mouths and sharp horns on their heads. They have low intelligence levels, but their lifespans are surprisingly long, reaching more than 5,000 years. The fang creatures call their planet the Grey Star. The grey dark side of the planet is their paradise for survival, and the bright side directly illuminated by the stars is their hell. At that time, they were already on the edge of a secondary civilization. The main energy source was the Starlight Source Collection Converter built on the bright side of the planet, which could absorb energy from 3 stars. They even stored energy in a local mineral to power the spacecraft. When we learned that there were other intelligent creatures in the galaxy, we Pajero people were very excited and sent messengers to communicate with them. After learning about our existence, the Grey Shadow people also expressed their desire for peace. In this way, we have lived like neighbors for thousands of years. During these thousands of years, the scientific and technological achievements of the Pajero civilization have been continuously delivered to the Greystar people. The Greystar people soon reached the early stage of level 3 civilization and began their journey to explore the universe. If there is only one kind of fish in a pond, then this kind of fish will only fight each other for food. If there are two kinds of fish in the pond, then one of them will slowly evolve to feed on the weaker kind of fish. Just like the fish in the pond, the resource stars in the galaxy have long been occupied by us Pajero people. As time goes by, contradictions quietly emerge. About 5,000 years ago, a war broke out. The Greystar people took advantage of our unpreparedness and used energy crystal bombs to wipe out our main fleet. The resource stars in the surrounding galaxies were also quickly occupied by them. Unfortunately, the naive Greystar people ignored the fact that the level difference of civilization is insurmountable. They thought they could win by destroying our fleet. What they don't know is that the strongest force of us Pajero people is not the army and warships, but the foundation of our civilization, the Academy of Sciences. After nearly 1,000 years of war, the two sides entered a stalemate. At this time, the Pajero Academy of Sciences launched a gravity bomb at their 4-star system. Under the effect of the gravity bomb, the gravitational balance of the 4-star system was broken, and the Greystar was torn apart by the combined effect of the 3 stars. Chapter 67 New Exploration. New tasks released. Task: Explore the universe, young man. Task description: the universe was the same as it is now, and will always be the same as it is now, because it cannot become something else, and there will be no things outside the universe entering the universe to cause changes. Exploring the universe is a necessary path for a civilization to improve itself. Task requirements: discover and successfully prove the existence of an unknown star to human society. Task time limit: 30 days. Task reward: 80,000 subject points, 1 ordinary lottery. The task released by the learning machine this time made Liemo feel that this system seemed to be controlled by someone, because he just got a cosmic quantum wave monitor at the lottery wheel. Is there something hidden in the big head Pajero man in his mind? Liemo shook his head. This is not what he should think about at the moment. Completing the system tasks and moving forward is what he should do at the moment. Where should this huge monitor be placed? Liemo looked at the full backpack and was worried. Yes, this way he felt that he had a good idea. Pick up the phone and dial a number. In less than 5 minutes, there was a knock on the door. I want you to help me rent a yard with a warehouse. Facing Qiuge who came quickly, Liemo expressed his idea. Qiuge didn't show any surprise on his face when he heard his strange request, but replied expressionlessly, okay. Liemo, Professor Wu from the Department of Mathematics asked you to leave, get out of class, and go to his place. Since the last dinner, Liemo found that his relationship with his classmates has become much closer. Now when he teaches, his classmates will reserve his little corner in advance. What does Professor Wu want me to do? Liemo muttered all the way. Did he make a mistake? Pop pop. Liemo put away the thoughts that came to him and knocked on the office door. Come in. A gentle female voice came. It was Professor Wu's assistant, whom Liemo had met several times. Seeing Liemo coming, the female assistant held a cup of water and explained, Professor Wu will be back soon, please wait. As she was talking, the door of the office was pushed open. Liemo is here, just in time, go to the conference room with me. It was Professor Wu who opened the door, and he pulled Liemo to the conference room without saying anything. The conference room was already full of people, all of them were department leaders. Liemo quietly sat down at the end. We need to come up with a specific plan for how to receive Professor Smith from Princeton. The middle-aged man who presided over the meeting said in front of the stage. Smith is one of the big names in the world of mathematics. Should we hold a welcoming banquet? I think we should take Professor Smith to Huangshan and let him have some fun and leave directly. Have you forgotten what Smith's biggest hobby is? A young scholar appeared and reminded. Yes, I heard that Smith's biggest hobby is digging the roots of the wall. We must guard against it. An old professor stood up and said excitedly, as if Smith had sneaked into Yanda. Yes, we must keep an eye on our students. That's right. Seeing the passionate scene in the conference room, Liamo felt that this Professor Smith was really notorious. Let's go. Professor Wu called. Liamo followed him back to the office. What do you think? Professor Wu sipped his tea and looked at Liamo. Liamo didn't quite understand what he meant. What do you mean by what do you think? I'm asking you what do you think about Professor Smith coming to Yanda? Professor Wu saw that he really didn't understand, so he explained. This time Liamo understood. It seemed that Professor Wu was afraid that he would be abducted. He answered honestly, I don't have any plans to study abroad at the moment, although Smith's students have approached me many times, but I have rejected them all. Okay. Professor Wu was very satisfied with Liamo's attitude. Actually, I'm not against you studying abroad, but you are still young, and I'm afraid that your outlook on life will be misled. He took another sip of tea, thought for a while, and said, do you have any idea of graduating early? Graduating early? Liamo now felt that the content taught by the teacher in class was far from meeting his needs. I haven't thought about it that much. I just think the knowledge that teachers teach in class is too superficial. Professor Wu nodded and said, yes, with your current level of mathematics, it's a waste of talent to be an undergraduate. Let's do this. I will propose to the department to give you a separate exam, and if you pass the exam, you will graduate directly. Liamo was overjoyed. I will definitely take this exam seriously. What are your plans after graduation? I heard that you currently own 10% of the shares of WeHua Company. Is that true? Professor Wu is not isolated from the news. He also knows about this kind of news that is being hyped on the internet. It's true. That was a reward from Mr. N of WeHua for my help to their company. Liamo admitted honestly. Professor Wu smiled happily. Then you are now a billionaire. After thinking for a while, he said, doing research and accumulating wealth are not contradictory. There is a wrong perception in society now. That is, the profession of professor must be poor in content. Those professors who dress simply and eat simple meals are good professors. This is an extremely wrong professional perception. As long as the wealth is accumulated through legal and reasonable means, no matter how rich a professor is, he should not be criticized. On the contrary, a professor's wealth is just a reward for his contribution to society. It is also a respect for knowledge. Are those stars only allowed to sing a song and dance, to earn tens of millions a year? We are not allowed to wear good clothes and drive good cars? Professor Wu seemed a little excited. Perhaps he also realized his own loss of composure and stood up to pour another cup of tea. This is a good thing. When the granaries are full, you will know etiquette. In this way, you can also participate in scientific research tasks without worries. Or, you can directly apply for my graduate school. I will reserve a place for you. Professor Wu seemed to be joking and directly invited. In fact, it didn't make much difference to Liamo which professor or which university he applied for graduate school. However, there were many cases circulating on the internet of university tutors exploiting students, which forced him to be cautious. Fortunately, Professor Wu was a well-known and good tutor. Liamo had met him so many times, and he realized that, although Professor Wu was sometimes very strict, he was a selfless teacher. That's great. It's my honor to be your apprentice. Liamo responded happily. Professor Wu was overjoyed. Okay, then I will accept you as my apprentice in advance. I had already taken a liking to you when I led a team to Mengcheng to investigate you. I didn't expect that your talent was far beyond my imagination. You have achieved such great success in just one semester. Chapter 68 Hill Laboratory. Sitting in the Wuling Hangguang heading to the suburbs, Liamo was impressed by Qiuju's high speed of work. He rented a house in less than a day. The car drove about 10 kilometers and stopped in front of an office building with a courtyard. Liamo got off the car and found that the sign in front of the courtyard read WeHua Company's Ayashan base station. This is a base station data center of the company before. Later, it was renovated and replaced and became idle. Qiuju explained behind him. As he said, he knocked on the door, and a side door opened, revealing a small flathead. Who are you looking for? The small flathead spoke a little unsteadily. Qiuju handed over his work permit, and the small flathead took it and examined it carefully. It turned out to be a comrade from the head office. The higher-ups told you to come. I'll open the door now. The small flathead opened the door. This is the monitoring room, and these equipment can still operate. A young man with a flat head who stayed behind guided them and introduced. Zhao Deong stepped forward skillfully and fiddled with the monitoring equipment. Liemo found that he could observe the surrounding environment without any blind spots here. This is the former data center, but due to confidentiality regulations, the servers have been moved away. The data center is fully equipped with cables and air conditioners. Liemo carefully calculated that, as long as the monitor is moved over, it can be used directly. This is the staff dormitory. This is the base station tower. This is the dining room. Liemo and his friends followed the flat-headed young man to tour the entire base station center. He was very satisfied. He could use this place as his own laboratory in the future. It was quiet and well equipped. How much is the rent? Liemo felt that the rent for such a large yard must be high. Although he received $1 million reward from Weihua Company, he still had to spend it sparingly. Brother Qiuyu shook his head and said, I have asked for instructions, and General Manager Ren told me that Mr. Lee is a shareholder of the company and is currently doing secret scientific research tasks for Weihua, so there is no rent. Mr. Lee can use all the equipment here freely. If there is any additional need, just report it directly to the head office. General Manager Ren also told me that, if Mr. Lee needs it, our Weihua Company can send a security team to settle here. Of course, it is limited to the periphery and will not interfere with Mr. Lee's normal work. Liemo nodded. He now feels that choosing Weihua Company as a partner was a wise decision. Whether a company has a future has a lot to do with its leader, and General Manager Ren is one of the best. Then thank General Manager Ren for me and help me make an appointment with your company's installation team. I have a batch of equipment to be installed in 2 days. Brother Qiuyu turned around to make a phone call. Zhao Deong was having a lot of fun in the monitoring room, and Liemo was walking alone in the courtyard. This place is at the foot of the mountain, and you can clearly see the top of the mountain shrouded in clouds and mist. There is a small river not far away, sparkling. The beautiful environment is a bit of a waste for a base station. Brother Qiuyu, lend me your car for a while. Liemo, who had returned to Yanda, took the initiative to ask. You and Zhao Deong go to Xiaoshan Laboratory again in the afternoon, and I will transport the equipment there in the evening. After deciding to place the laboratory there, Liemo gave it a new name, Xiaoshan Laboratory. The base station has been selected, and the installation team has been booked. The next step is how to transport the equipment there in secret. Brother Moving Company and Siphon Moving Company. Liemo drove Wuling Hangguang on the street. There are many moving companies on both sides of the street, but they are all civilian moving companies. This kind of company does not have professional equipment and equipment for the transportation of large equipment. Professional equipment transportation, large equipment transportation. A billboard attracted Liemo's attention. Heli Professional Moving Company. Liemo parked the car on the side of the road and found that this was a large-scale moving company with a professional front desk. Hello, sir. Is there anything I can help you with? As soon as he stepped into the hall, a salesperson came to greet him. Liemo looked at the clean and tidy environment around him and said straight to the point, I have a batch of equipment ready to be sent to the laboratory. Can you take it? The salesperson asked very professionally, what type of equipment? How big is it? Is it illegal? It is 4 sets of server units more than 3 meters high and an antenna more than 5 meters long. They are all experimental equipment, not illegal. The salesperson's professional questions made Liemo feel that he had found the right place. Route, time, do you need to disassemble and assemble? Professionals asked professional questions. The route is from the roadside outside Yanda to the former Huaji Station Center at the foot of the nearby hill. I have someone transport the equipment to the roadside next to Yanda, and you are responsible for loading and transporting it to the foot of the hill 15 kilometers away. The time is set tonight, and you only need to load, transport and unload the truck. I have a professional installation team. Liemo felt that this mode of transportation could keep confidentiality to the greatest extent. The salesperson picked up the phone and communicated with his superiors. Okay, the time is set at 8 p.m. Because it is special equipment and it is at night, the price is a little higher, 5,000 yuan. Liemo nodded in agreement and left his phone number. At 7:30 p.m., Liemo arrived at the side of the small road that had been explored in advance. There were no surveillance equipment around here, and few people passed by at night. He clicked on the label in the backpack, and a huge 4-group machine room and a 5-meter-long antenna appeared on the side of the road. It's too eye-catching. Why hasn't the transporter come yet? At 7:50 p.m., 2 large trucks and a forklift appeared in front of him on time. Mr. Lee, please confirm the destination again. The salesperson who followed the car asked with the navigation. Professionals are professionals. In less than 20 minutes, the unit and antenna were moved onto the car. I will lead the way in front, and you just follow the car, Liemo said, and drove the car in front to lead the way. Outside the Xiaoshan laboratory, Wu Linghang Wang honked 3 times, and the laboratory door slowly opened. Zhao Dayang opened the door himself and ran up. I'll let the doorman rest for a few days. As he said that, he directed the vehicles behind him to enter the yard. Liemo watched as the people from the transport company carefully unloaded the equipment on the car. He asked Brother Qiu who was standing in the corner, have you made an appointment with the installation team? Tomorrow the company's construction team will come to install it. Brother Qiu took the installation instructions from Liemo and said, I will personally supervise it. Thank you, I'll trouble you and Dayang to keep an eye on it tonight. He thought for a moment and said, I have classes tomorrow, so I'll go back first. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelos. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 69. The graduation exam arrives early. Student Liemo, your application for early graduation has been received. After research by the department's academic affairs office, it has been decided that you will be tested on Wednesday and Thursday of this week in the 5th lecture hall. Please attend on time. Liemo breathed a sigh of relief when he saw the letter in his mailbox. After the test, he could graduate directly and participate in research projects in advance. Although Liemo was confident that he could pass the test, he still went to a corner of the library to review all the subjects again. Liemo, have you decided to graduate early? Liemo turned around and saw Aing Sasa standing behind him with a frown on her face. Yes, the academic affairs office has approved my application, and the test will be held this week, Liemo said calmly. Aing Sasa's eyes turned red when she heard this. Are you going to study abroad? Can we meet again? Liemo was slightly stunned, with a smile in his eyes. I'm ready to apply for Professor Wu's graduate school, and I will continue to stay in Yanda. Really? That's great. Aing Sasa was overjoyed. Perhaps she realized her own gaffe, and she said a little embarrassedly, then you continue reading, I'll go and deliver a book to them. Watching Aing Sasa's back as she left with light steps, Liemo pondered for a long time. WeChat Zhao Dayang, the installation workers have entered the site, and Brother Qiu and I are watching on the site. Liemo thought for a while and replied, thank you, please ask the installation workers to work according to the drawings. Zhao Dayang, received. With 2 bodyguards supervising on the site, I may be able to rest assured. Liemo felt that he was a little weak. As the saying goes, you are made of iron. How many nails can you hammer? Wednesday morning, classroom 5. Liemo arrived on time. There was only a teacher from the academic affairs office with a test paper and a graduate student who was temporarily drafted into the classroom. Junior brother Liemo, I'm Professor Wu's graduate student, Zhaoming. The boy with glasses greeted shyly. Liemo smiled and said, what a coincidence. I'm preparing to apply for Professor Wu's postgraduate program. Maybe you will be my senior in the future. Please take care of me. Zhaoming said modestly, your name has long been known throughout Yanda. Professor Wu has praised you as a rare mathematical genius in front of us. Thank you, thank you. Ahem. The teacher from the academic affairs office next to them saw that the two of them were chatting and interrupted. Since time is tight, let's start the exam now. Liemo. 3 subjects are scheduled for exams this morning: mathematical analysis, advanced algebra, and calculus equations. Since it is an advanced exam, it will not be held according to the normal exam time. Just hand me the 3 completed test papers before 12 noon. He handed out the 3 test papers. The first test paper is mathematical analysis. 1. Leaf curve x equals 2tt, y equals 2tt, 0t2. Find the area of the figure enclosed by this curve. This is too simple. Liemo figured out the answer after a little thought. He quickly wrote on the test paper, vertical bar y equals tx. T0 0.51, 1.52x 0 0.751, 0.750 y0 0.3751, 1.1250, area A equals 2t-t caret 41,022, 2-2t, dt equals 46t caret 2 plus 2t caret 3, dt equals 2t caret 2 dash 2t caret 3 plus t caret 4 slash 2 vertical bar equals 1/2 2. All partial derivatives of u equals x slash y caret 1 slash z at 1 1 1. This question was not difficult for him. In less than 2 seconds, Liemo deduced the answer. U equals u, zis, u slash x equals x slash y, caret 1, 1 slash z, slash, zx, equals u slash, zx, u slash y equals dash, x slash y, caret, 1 slash z, slash, xi, equals u slash, xi, u slash z equals dash, x slash y, caret, 1 slash z, 1 slash z, lane, x slash y, equals u, lane, x slash y, slash z u equals, x slash y, caret, 1 slash z, in. 111, u equals u, 111, equals 1 u slash x equals 1 u slash y equals minus 1 u slash z equals 0, 3. Find the total differential of u equals ln, sin, xi, 1 second. It only took Liemo 1 second to write down the answer directly. Du equals u slash x dx plus u slash y di u slash x equals y cos xi slash sin xi u slash y equals x cos xi slash sin xi. Du equals y dx plus x dy cos xi slash sin xi. It took Liemo only 30 minutes to finish the test paper of mathematical analysis. If it was not for the last open-ended question, he used 6 methods to explain it, which would have been even faster. The next test paper is Advanced Algebra 1. Let V1 and V2 be the solution spaces of the homogeneous equations x1 plus x2 plus xn equals 0 and x1 equals x2 equals xn, respectively. Find V1, V2 and prove p caret n equals V1 plus V2, where p caret n is an n-dimensional vector space over the number field p. Answer: V1 is the orthogonal complement space of the vector 1, 1, 1, with the basis 1, minus 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 0, 1. 0, minus 1, the first component of each vector is 1, the k plus 1 th component is minus 1, and the remaining components are 0, k equals 1, 2, n1. The basis of V2 is 1, 1, 1, 1. It is easy to see that V1 and V2 are orthogonal. The basis vectors are orthogonal to each other. The dimension of V1 is n1, the dimension of V2 is 1, and the sum of the two is n. So the sum of the two subspaces is a direct sum, which is exactly the whole space. It took 1 minute to complete the first question. Since his intelligence has been upgraded to level 2, he feels that he can easily grasp the idea of solving problems. Zalming, who was standing next to him, saw that Liemo had already finished the mathematical analysis test paper, so he walked behind him and started to read it. The young boy in front of him was doing the questions like writing an article, and he was working very fast. Even if he encountered a tricky question, the boy frowned slightly, and after a little thought, he could solve it easily. Professor Wu often boasted in front of him that there was a genius in the mathematics department, but Zhao Ming didn't believe it at first. Who can enter the mathematics department of Yanda to study is not a genius. But now seeing this boy who was working very fast, Zhao Ming really understood the meaning of genius. The advanced algebra test paper was also quickly completed by Liemo. Zhao Ming subconsciously checked his mobile phone and found that it only took 20 minutes. The next test paper was calculus equation, which was famous for its large amount of calculations. It was not the kind of question that could be easily solved with a solution idea. How long will it take you this time? Zhao Ming deliberately checked his mobile phone this time. It was 9:30. For the first question, suppose a, b, and c are all normal numbers, and y, x, is a solution to the differential equation a plus by plus cy equals 0. Prove that lim n plus y, x equals 0. Liemo quickly calculated in his mind and wrote AR caret 2 plus BR plus C equals 0 because A, B, C, 0 the two roots are R1, R2 according to Vida theorem R1 plus R2 equals B slash A0 if R1, R2 are real roots, then obviously only R1, R2 positive infinity. exp, R1 asterisk x, exp, R2 asterisk x, 0. So y0, if it is a complex root, it must be a conjugate complex root, because the coefficient is a real number. So r1 equals m plus in, r2 equals m dash in, r1 plus r2 equals to m equals b slash a positive infinity vertical bar c1. Cos nx plus c2 sin nx vertical bar positive infinity y0 in summary lim n plus y x equals 0. It's so long. My hands are so tired. The calculus equation questions are indeed known for being tedious. Liemo perked up. Question 2. Question 3. Question 4. Finally finished, Liemo wrote the last mathematical symbol on the test paper. Zhao Ming looked at his phone again. 9:55. 25 minutes. The boy in front of him finished the test paper that would take him at least 2 hours to finish. Teacher, I'm done. Can I hand in the paper in advance? Liemo asked with his hand raised. Finished. The teacher from the academic affairs office who was in a daze at the door was a little surprised. That was 3 test papers, originally scheduled to be completed in one morning, which was meant to test him. Unexpectedly, he finished it so quickly. The teacher from the academic affairs office came over, sorted out his test paper, and put it in a sealed bag. Chapter 70 Laboratory. Thank you, Liemo. It's 3 p.m. now. I can leave work early and watch a movie with my girlfriend. The teacher in the academic affairs office said with a smile when he saw him hand in his paper early again. Liemo finished all 3 exams in the afternoon in just 1 hour. Zhao Ming, who was standing next to him, had given up timing. Seeing Liemo's ease, he couldn't tell whether he was jealous or envious. Beep beep beep. Liemo, who was studying in his room, turned on his phone screen. It was a new WeChat message. Zhao Dayang, the server unit has been installed. Tomorrow, the outdoor antenna will be installed. Liemo, got it. Please trouble you and brother QIU. From beginning to end, Zhao Dayang and brother QIU didn't ask him what the installed test equipment was used for. This undoubtedly won Liemo's favor. At least he didn't have to rack his brains to make up a story. WeChat new message. Aing Sasa, did the exam go well today? Liemo replied, very well, thank you for your concern. He had an indescribable feeling for Aing Sasa. The girl had a courage that other girls didn't have. In this first-class university, almost all the students recruited are top students from all over the country. She can become a competent monitor, which shows her strong organizational ability. It's just that now I have a mission and I don't want to have any unnecessary shackles. After replying to the message, he turned off his mobile phone and took out New Introduction to Astronomy, Basic Astronomy, and New Horizons in Astronomical Physics from his school bag. If you want to make a difference in a certain field, you need to work hard. This is the truth in the academic world. The new task released by the system this time requires him to discover a new celestial body. Liemo placed all his hopes on the monitor he won in the lottery. The exam on the second day went smoothly. The undergraduate knowledge was too simple for Liemo's current level of mathematics. In the afternoon, He handed in the test paper of the last subject. The teacher in the academic affairs office put the test paper in a sealed bag and told him, "Please pay attention to your mailbox in 2 days. The specific results will be notified to you by email." Liam nodded. He had no worries about whether he could pass the exam. What he is worried about now is the installation of the cosmic monitor. Although he has provided specific installation drawings, the monitor is too complicated. I wonder if Zhao Deong and his team are making good progress? After leaving the lecture hall, Liam called Zhao Deong's mobile phone with a nervous mood. The phone was quickly connected. "Everything is going well at present. The antenna tower has been installed, and the cables are being connected." As soon as Zhao Deong received the call, he directly reported the progress of the installation. It seems that he knows what he is thinking, Liam thought to himself. Study hard. Go to the library to study hard. Liam, who was relieved, decided to borrow some professional astronomy books from the library to study. The small town of Princeton, USA. Smith, have you really decided to go to Yan University in China to attend that academic conference? Looking at the application submitted by Professor Smith, the Princeton Academic Affairs Office looked puzzled. He felt that it was incredible that Professor Smith turned down the annual Ivy League Mathematics Conference in order to attend an unimportant Yan University academic conference. Professor Smith said with disdain, "Academic conferences of schools of Yenching University are not worth attending. In the past, I sent a student there to give them face. Then why did you go to Yenching University in person? What attracts you there?" Professor Smith's words made the academic affairs officer even more confused. "The only things that attract me are mathematics and genius. Since there is no mathematics there, then what attracts me must be genius." Professor Smith showed a hint of coldness at the corner of his mouth. After that, he frowned and hesitated for a moment, and then told the academic affairs officer, "By the way, help my student Zhang Zumui to handle the formalities. Although she returned empty-handed last time, I still need her to lead the way this time." Looking at Professor Smith's determined expression, the academic affairs officer shook his head. "This Smith is good in everything, but he likes to collect talents too much. Many universities that have been plundered have protested to Princeton. However, considering Professor Smith's academic status and the benefits the college has received, the management has repeatedly indulged his behavior. I have handled the formalities for you and your students, and booked a flight for the day after tomorrow. I wish you a pleasant trip." After operating the computer for a while, the academic affairs officer said to Professor Smith, "China, Xiaoshan Laboratory. The unit and antenna have been installed long ago, and Zhao Deong is organizing engineers to install cables. Brother Zhao, what is this server used for?" the short engineer in charge asked, holding the cable connector. Zhao Deong rolled his eyes at him. "Have you learned the company's confidentiality regulations? Don't ask questions that you shouldn't ask." "No, I want to estimate its power. For such a large server, I'm afraid that ordinary power supplies can't support it." The little man hurried to explain. When he heard that he was misunderstood, Zhao Deong was stunned for a moment. This is a problem, but the manual did not specify how much power this thing has. Then replace all the lines according to the current highest level standard of the company's servers. Tell me what materials are needed. Zhao Deong quickly reacted. What Mr. Ren told him was to fully cooperate with the construction of this laboratory, let alone the power supply. For such a large server, the air conditioning system also needs to be modified. The little man added. Zhao Deong, then we will transform it. The little man, the transformer outside also needs to be replaced. Zhao Deong, then replace it. The little man, we don't have enough manpower. Zhao Deong, then transfer a few more engineering teams here, and you will be in charge. Perhaps he was tired of such trivial questions. Zhao Deong said, "You go and make a list of the equipment and personnel needed, and I will ask the company for them. We must ensure that this laboratory is built quickly and perfectly." The little man got his promise and magically took out a piece of paper from behind, which read, 125 kilowatts carless refrigeration air conditioner, 5 core cable, VV-5 asterisk 16 VV-4 asterisk 16 plus 1 asterisk 10 VV-3 asterisk 16 plus 2 asterisk 10. We had a double ups system. he said confidently. If you can send all these things to me, I guarantee that the laboratory will be installed within 2 days. Good guy. He was prepared in advance. Sure enough, people with knowledge think about things in a comprehensive way. Zhao Dayang took a photo of the list and sent it to the logistics department directly, indicating that it was urgent. If the biggest advantage of WeHua products is originality, the essence of WeHua's corporate culture is execution. 2 hours later, 3 fully loaded trucks and a bus arrived at Xiaoshan Laboratory. The trucks were loaded with the equipment required on the order, and the bus had more than a dozen installation engineers. Chapter 71 Professor Smith. American Airlines Flight 376. First class. A flight attendant in an American Airlines uniform pushed a beverage cart. Sir, coffee or Coke? Professor Smith, who was looking down at some documents, frowned unhappily. Zhang Zumei, who was sitting next to him, curled her lips upon seeing this. Keep your voice down. No wonder American Airlines has such a bad reputation now. The professor only drinks mineral water. Do you have Evian? Perhaps the flight attendant had seen too many passengers like this and still handed over a bottle of mineral water with a smile. Please enjoy. Professor, take a break. You've been reading all the way. Zhang Zumei diligently poured the mineral water into the cup. Professor Smith gently closed the document, took the water cup, looked at the white clouds outside through the window, and said, now there are countless rising stars in the mathematics world. St. Petersburg and Europe are slowly rising, and the status of our Princeton, the holy land of mathematics, is declining. The reason for this situation is actually due to those old antiques in the college. In an era when various universities are making great efforts to snatch talents, they still stick to their own integrity. You must know that mathematics is a subject that requires the most talent, and one genius is better than tens of thousands of mediocre people. Yes, thanks to you for constantly discovering talents from India and China over the years. Zhang Zumei agreed with lowered eyebrows. Professor Smith smiled arrogantly. With my academic status, choosing to be my student is equivalent to choosing a bright path. Didn't you think so back then? Hearing the professor mention her, Zhang Zumei quickly said with an apologetic look on her face, I chose to be your student back then because I admired your knowledge. Haha, although you are not talented, you are quite good at talking. To use a word from your country, you are a sharp-tongued person, right? Professor Smith said with a laugh. Zhang Zumei's face immediately turned red, and she had to nod in agreement. At the entrance of the arrival hall at Yanqing Airport, several young students were holding a sign that read Welcome Professor Smith to visit Yanqing University, and shivering in the cold wind. Standing in the front was Professor Wu's student, Zhao Ming. Professor Smith's flight is about to arrive. It's so cold here. A girl holding a bouquet of flowers said, rubbing her hands. Zhao Ming also stamped his feet and said, it should be soon. Everyone cheer up. We represent the face of Yanda University. Hearing this, several boys beside him raised the banners high again. Professor Smith is coming out. Xiaoshan, you are ready to present flowers. The leading boy saw a burly white man walking out of the passage, the same as in the photo. The girl named Xiaoshan rushed forward. Professor Smith, warmly welcome you to China. Smith looked at him coldly and did not reach out to take the flowers. Xiaoshan had to stand by with the flowers awkwardly. Zhao Zumei behind him hurriedly stepped forward to take the flowers. Professor Smith, you are tired from the journey. Please forgive me. Hasn't the car come yet? Can't you handle all these little things? Waste material. Seeing that the car had not come yet, Professor Smith said angrily. Zhang Zumei smiled and said, the professor asked if the car to Yanda was ready. He was a little tired and wanted to have more welcoming ceremonies for the students. At this time, a boy standing at the back could no longer bear it, rushed forward, and shouted angrily, do you think that our Yanda students can't understand English? This old man is clearly scolding us. Xiaofeng, don't be impulsive. Don't forget what we are here for today. Zhao Ming stretched out his hand to stop the impulsive boy. He turned around and said calmly, the car is in the parking lot next to it. Our China is a country that abides by the rules. It is not allowed to drive the car to the airport pickup point here. Zhang Zumei heard this and opened her mouth awkwardly, but said nothing. Please come this way, dear sir and lady. Zhao Ming led the way in front. Professor Smith saw Zhang Zuma's embarrassed expression, as if he understood something, and followed behind with a sullen face. Yanda library beep 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 WeChat message notification sound. Zhaodiang, the equipment is installed. The equipment is installed? Liemo looked up at Aang Sasa, who was concentrating on reading next to him. Since the last encounter in the library, every time he came to the small corner of the library, he could see this girl reading here. I have something to do, and I'm leaving first. I'll help you with a question you can't do next time. Liemo hurriedly packed his school bag and rushed out of the library. 708,090,100. If it weren't for the speed limit on the road, he would have wanted to increase the speed to 150. In 15 minutes, Wuling Hangguang arrived at Xiaoshan Laboratory. Brother Emo, how about coming to take a look? Zhaodiang saw him coming and greeted him warmly. Brother Qiu was still standing alone in the corner next to him. This is the main power supply. This is UPS. This is the operating desktop. Since we don't know what your device is used for, we didn't test it, and you still need to debug it yourself. Liemo nodded. Well done. You will go out. Don't let anyone in. Yes. Zhaodiang returned to his bodyguard nature and led Brother Qiu to close the door and go out. Is this the cosmic quantum wave monitor? Liemo stroked the cold server chassis with his hand. Turn on the server switch, and strange symbols kept jumping on the display screen. User identification in progress. BO wave quantum key matching in progress. Matching completed. User identification successful. Welcome to the cosmic quantum wave monitor. For the convenience of users, this system has automatically updated and configured the local, Earth, language, and operation mode. Before using this monitor, please watch the entire operation instructions in full. The black screen flashed, and a video appeared on the monitor. Liemo felt that this was a bit like the operation instructions before playing a game. The principle of the cosmic quantum wave monitor, the smallest unit of matter is the quark. The quark is a basic particle that participates in strong interactions and is also the basic unit of matter. 12 basic particles, 6 quarks and 6 leptons, another type, are the basic particles that make up matter in the universe. Along with this passage, a planet in the video was constantly decomposed and finally decomposed into a lonely particle, that is, the quark. Quarks themselves have many different intrinsic properties, including electric charge, color charge, spin, and mass. Quarks are actually very small closed loops, usually called closed strings. The vibration of these closed strings is the fundamental particle. Because it is constantly vibrating, it has weak quantum wave properties. Different combinations of quarks can form different substances. Under this combination, the quantum waves of quarks are constantly superimposed and amplified. Because quantum waves have infinite and non-circular secret key characteristics, the eavesdropper can distinguish different stars in the universe based on the secret key characteristics of quantum waves. Chapter 72 Cosmic Quantum Fluctuation Monitor. At this time, two quarks appeared on the screen. The two quarks quickly combined under the action of strong mutual force. Their own quantum fluctuations also superimposed on each other to become a new quantum fluctuation, and its wave attribute secret key also changed accordingly. Quarks form neutrons and protons. Neutrons and protons form atomic nuclei. Atomic nuclei and extranuclear electrons form atoms. Atoms form molecules, and molecules form matter. Matter is constantly superimposed to form various celestial bodies. The screen shows that a star is composed of countless small quarks, which are constantly combined and formed. At this time, the quantum fluctuations of the star are superimposed by countless quark quantum fluctuations, so each star has its own unique secret key, and the quantum waves of the star are not limited by the attenuation of distance. The monitor can receive and record the quantum fluctuations of the star. The system description has been played, and the user is free to use it now. Liemo opened the monitor system interface, and found that it was very similar to the desktop system on the computer. There are 5 charts on the interface, each indicating different functions. Start monitoring, stop monitoring, secret key analysis, distance measurement, planet statistics. He clicked to start monitoring, and a new window appeared on the screen. An irregular curved line continued to spread, and the server hummed. New planetary quantum fluctuations received. Quantum fluctuation key recording. Quantum fluctuation key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 0 kilometers. Analyzed planetary mass is 5.965 x 10 carat 24 kilograms. Planetary volume is 1.083207 x 10 carat 12 kilometers. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be the Earth, and this planet has been recorded. The distance is 0 kilometers. It must be the Earth. Liemo asked the server to continue monitoring. New planetary quantum fluctuations received. Quantum fluctuation key recording in progress. Quantum fluctuation key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 400,000 kilometers. Analyzed planetary mass is 7.349 asterisk 10 carat 22 kilograms. Planetary volume is 2.199 x 10 carat 10 kilometers. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be the moon, and this planet has been recorded. The moon, it seems that this monitor is detecting according to distance. Continue. New planetary quantum fluctuations received. Quantum fluctuation secret key recording. Quantum fluctuation secret key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 180 million kilometers. Analyzed planetary mass is 4.869 asterisk 10 kilograms. Planetary volume is 460 million kilometers. Before the system finished calculating, Liemo knew that this planet was Venus. Sure enough, according to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Venus, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. 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 The hope of completing the mission lies in this monitor. New planetary quantum fluctuations received. Secret key recording in progress. Secret key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 0.38 astronomical units. Analyzed planetary mass is 6.4219 x 10 kilograms. Planetary volume is 2.199 x 10 carat 10 kilometers. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Mars, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. New planetary quantum fluctuations received. Secret key recording. Secret key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 1.03 astronomical units. Analyzed planetary mass is 3.3022 x 10 kilograms. Planetary volume is 6.083 x 10. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Mercury, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Jupiter, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Jupiter 1, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Jupiter 2, and this planet has been recorded. Continue. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Jupiter 3, and this planet has been recorded. According to the system network records, this planet is estimated to be Jupiter 79, and this planet has been recorded. This is poking Jupiter's nest. Looking at the prompts constantly sent on the screen, the Jupiter family is really huge, and Liemo couldn't help but sigh. Continue. 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 Saturn. Saturn satellites. Uranus. Uranus satellites. Neptune satellites. He continued, clicking mechanically. Attention. No online records found. This planet does not exist in the human database. A message jumped on the interface. Could it be a new planet? Liemo became alert and clicked to view the details. New planet quantum fluctuations received. Quantum fluctuation key recording. Quantum fluctuation key recording completed. Distance calculation in progress. Distance calculation completed. Current distance is 45 astronomical units. Analyzed planet mass is 45.126 x 10 kilograms. Planet volume is 20.21 x 10. Attention. No online records found. This planet does not exist in the Earth human database. Liemo converted it and found that the volume of this planet is 20 times that of the Earth and the mass is 15 times that of the Earth. Among the solar system planets currently observed, there is no planet that meets the conditions. The Cosmic Quantum Wave Monitor accurately measured the specific data of many planets in the solar system, which made him full of confidence in the accuracy of the monitor. It is 45 AU from the Earth. 1 AU is about 149.6 million kilometers, which means that the unknown planet is 6.732 billion kilometers away from the Earth. It should be located between the orbits of the dwarf planets Pluto and Eris. Since the Middle Ages, humans have been curious about space. As early as 1608 in the Netherlands, Hans Lippershey, an optician in Middelburg, built the world's first telescope. In 1609, Italian scientist Galileo first applied the telescope to the sky. 60 years later, British scientist Newton replaced the lens telescope that was prone to chromatic aberration with a reflecting mirror, Newtonian telescope. In order to better explore space, the Hooker telescope was built at the Mount Wilson Observatory in California, USA in 1917. Its main reflector has a diameter of 100 inches. After entering the new century, humans were full of yearning for the universe. In order to break through the barriers of the atmosphere, the Hubble telescope was launched in 1990, and its measurement accuracy reached 0.0003 arcseconds. In 2003, the Space Infrared Telescope was launched, which can detect infrared energy with a wavelength range of 3 to 18 meters. In 1991, the Compton Gamma Ray Space Telescope was sent into orbit by the Atlantis Space Shuttle. The telescope expanded the detection range of celestial gamma rays by 300 times. In 1999, the Chandra X-ray Observatory was launched. Human beings are full of curiosity about the unknown world, and it can be said that they spare no effort to explore space. At present, the latest space telescope can detect planets 13.7 billion light years away. So why has this unknown planet close at hand never been discovered? Chapter 73 Proof. Liemo sat and thought for a long time, watching the cursor flashing on the screen. Even if he could confirm the existence of this planet through the alien technology quantum wave monitor, how to prove it to the world became a big problem. Human thought has the inertia of confinement. Giordano Bruno, who defended and developed Copernicus's heliocentric theory and spread it throughout Europe, was burned to death in the Piazza della Signoria in Rome. Galileo Galilei, the founder of modern astronomy, was sentenced to 8 years of house arrest by the Vatican Inquisition in Rome. Servetus, the enlightenment of modern medicine, was burned at the stake in Geneva. If he doesn't want to be a study object, then he can only prove the existence of this planet through existing technology or theory. Beep, beep, beep. The phone rang. Liemo picked it up and found that there were already 3 missed calls, all from the same number. Hello, hello, this is Liemo. Maybe he was so obsessed with thinking that he didn't hear it. He quickly answered the phone this time. Hello, Liemo. I'm Zhang Yang, the secretary of the school publicity department. There will be an important foreign guest welcome party tomorrow and you need to attend. Please come to the reception hall on time at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. A middle-aged man on the phone chattered a lot. I don't have time. Liemo hung up the phone directly. He was not interested in social activities now. Zhang Yang, the secretary of the school publicity department, holding a list of names, held the phone that was hung up directly and outed his ears. There was actually a student union that refused the school's foreign affairs activities and hung up the phone directly. Maybe the student didn't know that the person to be received was the boss of the big bosses in the mathematics world, Professor Smith from Princeton. With this thought in mind, Zhang Yang dialed the phone that had just been hung up. Beep, beep, beep. The call was connected. This time Zhang Yang cleared his throat. Hello, Liemo. We are going to receive Professor Smith from Princeton this time. He is a big shot in the world of mathematics. Professor Smith is coming to our school so soon. Liemo on the other end of the phone was a little skeptical of the news. Zhang Yang said slowly, Professor Smith is coming to Yanda to attend an academic conference. In order to show the importance of the professor, the school plans to hold a welcome meeting in advance, and the school leaders will also attend. I don't know any Professor Smith, and I won't attend the welcome party. Liemo was not interested in Smith. He was interested in how to prove the existence of the planet to the world. This time Zhang Yang understood that the student on the other end of the phone didn't want to participate in this event at all. If it was an ordinary student, Zhang Yang would have crossed his name off the roster long ago. But this thorn was named by Professor Smith's assistant. If he couldn't invite him to the venue, would it anger Professor Smith? Zhang Yang, who thought he was experienced in reception, knew that he had encountered a difficult problem this time. Teacher Zhang, what are you thinking about when you hold the phone? A student union officer who had just finished setting up the venue pushed the door open. Xiao Wang, do you know what happened to me? Zhang Yang thought about how he was hung up twice, and he was both angry and amused. The student named Xiao Wang came over, moved a chair, and sat in front of him. Teacher Zhang, what do you say? Just now I invited a student to attend tomorrow's welcome party, but he hung up the phone directly, twice. Zhang Yang shook his head and said with a smile. Xiao Wang showed a surprised expression. Who is it? So awesome? He didn't know that there were students who dared to refuse the call of the school publicity department. Liemo from the Department of Mathematics. Zhang Yang said unhappily. Is it the genius Liemo from the Department of Mathematics? Xiao Wang had heard friends in the Department of Mathematics mention this Liemo, and this Liemo was the darling of Professor Wu of the Department of Mathematics. How about asking Professor Wu of the Department of Mathematics to persuade him? Xiao Wang thought of a good idea. Zhang Yang shook his head. Professor Wu has already refused to attend the welcome party on the pretext that he is busy guiding students. And Professor Zhang, he said he will go to the kindergarten to accompany his grandson to the parent-teacher meeting tomorrow. Professor Lee, he will go to the hospital for a physical examination tomorrow. He now found that the professors in the Department of Mathematics did not seem to welcome Professor Smith's arrival. I know Liemo's monitor. Should I ask her to persuade him? Xiao Wang thought of a good idea. Zhang Yang's eyes lit up. Then I'll leave it to you. Don't worry, I have seen your usual performance. When your student union is re-elected, I will speak for you. He threw out a sweet bait. Xiao Wang got the promise and left the school publicity department happily. Why has that planet been wandering in the solar system for millions of years, but has been ignored by people? Liemo shook his head, as if he had touched the edge of the truth, but it seemed to be very far away. Don't think about it. Blindly focusing on a corner of things often ignores the whole picture of things. He turned off the monitor and walked out of the laboratory. It was raining outside. Light raindrops fell from the sky, covering the hills in the distance with a white gauze like a cicada's wing. The raindrops were very fine and soft. Like fog, like rain, like fog. Liemo walked into the drizzle unknowingly, and the raindrops fell on him. Suddenly, the drizzle seemed to stop. He looked up and saw that it was Zhao Dayang holding an umbrella to cover his head. Thank you, Dayang. Liemo felt that he was becoming more and more competent as a bodyguard. Beep beep beep, the phone rang. Hello, I'm Liemo. The number showed that it was the class monitor Aing Sasa, and he answered the call. I'm Aing Sasa. Is there a teacher from the school publicity department inviting you to attend a welcome party today? Aing Sasa's voice on the phone seemed a little anxious. Liemo looked at the rain and fog on the hill in the distance. Yes, but I rejected it. I know. Now the student union secretary has come to me for help. Aing Sasa, who was opposite, hesitated for a moment. Can you reconsider it? The rain and fog on the hill seemed to be thicker, and Liemo seemed to understand something. Why, did they threaten you? That's not the case, but the review of the quota of those poor students in our class is still in the hands of the student union. If I blindly go against them, I'm afraid. Aing Sasa didn't finish his words. Okay, go tell that student union secretary that I will attend tomorrow's welcome party on time. He thought for a while and replied. Thank you. Aing Sasa said in a low voice. After hanging up the phone, Liemo found that the rain and fog on the hill in the distance was blown away by the wind at some point. You go back to school with me, and Brother Qiu stays here to help look after the laboratory. Liemo turned around and explained to Zhao Dayang. Tell Brother Qiu that no one, under any circumstances, can enter the laboratory. Chapter 74 Lobbyists. Banquet hall of the Yanda guest house. Liemo, wearing his washed out shirt and carrying a school bag, looked out of place in the crowd. Let's welcome Professor Smith, a world-renowned mathematician from Princeton. Let's applaud. On the rostrum, a middle-aged man who looked like a leader raised the microphone and said excitedly. A foreigner in his 60s walked up to the rostrum with the help of a female student. Zhang Zumei had also come to Yanda. Li tacitly recognized that the female student was the senior sister who had dinner together last time and parted unhappily. This was also the first time he saw Smith in person. He had a hooked nose and a pair of sharp eyes that did not match his age, scanning the audience from time to time. It is our honor that the respected Professor Smith has come all the way to our Yanda. Let's invite Professor Smith to speak. The middle-aged leader led the applause. Zhang Zumei leaned close to Professor Smith's ear and said a few words, but the old man shook his head and did not speak. He was still observing the crowd below the stage, as if he was looking for someone. Zhang Zumei on the stage was slightly startled, and she leaned close to the old man's ear, as if trying to persuade him. The old man shook his head firmly and said something with disdain. Zhang Zumei heard this, picked up the microphone with embarrassment, and said, Professor Smith is tired from the journey, so he will not make a formal speech. I'm here to say hello to the students of Yanda on his behalf. There was sporadic applause and laughter from the audience. The middle-aged leader on the rostrum said with a red face, after all, Professor Smith is also an old man in his 60s. It is inevitable that he will feel uncomfortable after sitting in the plane for a long time. I think this is the way to end the welcome party here and let Professor Smith take a rest first. Looking at the crowd preparing to disperse from the stage, Professor Smith, who had always looked arrogant, whispered a few words. Zhang Zumei nodded and leaned in front of the middle-aged leader to explain a few words. The middle-aged leader thought for a moment, then picked up the microphone and said, please ask Liemo to come up to the stage and accompany Professor Smith to the hotel. Liemo, who was about to leave in the crowd, was stunned. Thinking of what Aang Sasa said on the phone, he strode to the podium. Professor Smith, hello, I'm Liemo. He stretched out his right hand. Liemo felt as if his hand was held by a pair of pliers. I am Smith. The old man stared at him with a scrutinizing look for half a minute. Professor, let's go back to the hotel first. This is not a good place to talk. Zhang Zumei next to him reminded in English. It seems that Yanda really attaches great importance to Professor Smith. Liemo looked around the suite, which was as large as 200 square meters. Liemo, we have met before, don't be shy. Zhang Zumei helped the two of them make tea. Thank you. Liemo took the cup. I don't know what Professor Smith wants to see me about. Please ask Miss Zhang for me. Professor Smith did not take the cup and looked him up and down with a strange look. Zhang Zumei seemed not to hear what Liemo said and just chose to sit down in the corner of the sofa. Liemo felt that the atmosphere at the scene was a bit weird and was about to get up and leave. You are the one who proved the collapse conjecture and the four-color conjecture? Professor Smith asked in fluent Chinese. Liemo was stunned for a moment that this foreigner could speak Chinese and spoke it so fluently. Zhang Zumei in the corner of the sofa chuckled. Professor Smith can speak 23 languages. He is a language genius. Liemo recovered and nodded. Yes, I was lucky to prove these two conjectures. There is no luck in the world of mathematics, only genius. The old man was quite dissatisfied with his modesty. Although you have only proved two very basic conjectures, you are still quite talented. This time Liemo did not respond. He wanted to hear what the old man's purpose was. But if you continue to stay in China, your talent will only be extinguished. If a genius cannot grow in the right soil, it will only be a waste of time. I think you also know what time means to a mathematician. The old man said, while observing Liemo's expression with his shining eyes. If a mathematician cannot make a world-renowned achievement before the age of 30, then he will become a mediocre person. Are you sure you can make any achievements in Yanda? Of course, solving problems, which are children's games, does not count. Liemo just listened quietly beside him, without saying a word, or showing any expression. The old man went on to say, mathematics is a subject that emphasizes the inheritance of knowledge from the master. If Riemann and Dirichlet had not joined the Göttingen school and inherited Gauss's career, could they have made such great achievements? If Galois had not entered the École Normale Supérieure in Paris, could he have studied group theory in his short life? And our Princeton school has produced mathematical masters such as Gödel, Noether, Nash, and Shannon, and is in the world's leading position in almost all fields of mathematics. When mentioning Princeton, Professor Smith's face unconsciously showed a haughty expression. And what does Yanda have? If you join our Princeton, with your talent, it is very likely that you will win the Fields Medal before the age of 40. Just like my Indian student. After Professor Smith finished speaking, he picked up the teacup on the table and took a sip. If there is anything in the East that I can admire, it is this tea. A hint of bitterness, a long aftertaste, it is simply a gift from nature. Zhang Zumei, who was sitting next to him, stood up gracefully and helped the professor refill the water. He glanced at Liemo, who was still silent, and said with a smile, "Professor Smith rarely values people so much. Maybe you should consider our proposal." Liemo came back to his senses. It turned out that the two people in front of him were lobbying for him to study abroad. Since he already understood the other party's purpose, he didn't plan to pretend to be confused. "Thank you, Professor Smith, for your kindness. Princeton is a world-renowned mathematics sanctuary. Being able to study there is the dream of countless mathematics enthusiasts. Maybe one day, I will go there to study. But not now. I think my foundation is still very weak." Hearing Liemo's clear rejection of him, the old man's face showed a bit of anger. No one has ever rejected his face-to-face invitation. But the young man in front of him rejected him again and again. "Young man, you have to think clearly. There is only one chance." Liemo looked at Professor Smith's livid face and felt a little funny. "I think it very clearly. Thank you for your kindness. If there is nothing else, I will go back first." Liemo breathed a sigh of relief after leaving the hotel. Princeton and the Fields Medal are too tempting, but he will not forget the purpose of studying hard. Chapter 75 Invisible Planet. Has Professor Smith from Princeton talked to you? Professor Wu, who was sitting opposite the desk, asked with sharp eyes. Liemo scratched his head. "Yes, after the welcome party at the guest house. Humph, I knew this foreign old man had bad intentions. We at Yanda have invited him so many times, but he didn't come. But he came this time." Professor Wu said angrily, "Some people in the school are confused. They think that foreign monks who can preach can't be here to mess things up. Did you refuse?" he asked worriedly, even though he knew the answer. Liemo nodded and said, "I refused. I never thought about studying abroad." Professor Wu smiled with relief and said, "I'm not against you going abroad, but your foundation is not solid now. If you go abroad rashly, you will cut off your foundation. Nowadays, society is blindly touting studying abroad. There are indeed some international students who have made a name for themselves abroad, but more of them are just like everyone else, because they cannot adapt to the education methods abroad." At this point, he paused and said, "Of course, I also have selfish motives. It is not easy to cultivate a talent. I hope you can stay in the country." Liemo nodded and said, "I know that this country is our home. If we all go abroad for our own future, then who will take care of this home?" Upon hearing this, Professor Wu stood up and poured a glass of water and placed it in front of Liemo. "Your words are worth a glass of water for me to pour you." "Thank you." Liemo quickly stood up and took it. "I heard that some student union cadres now use the excuse of reviewing scholarships to seek personal gain. I wonder if the department knows about this." Professor Wu was immediately furious. "Is there such a thing? I will report it to the department and let them investigate in detail. Colleges and universities are a pure land. People with ulterior motives are absolutely not allowed to abuse their power for personal gain." Liemo looked at Professor Wu, who was filled with righteous indignation. He knew that his choice was right. "Go to Xiaoshan Laboratory." Liemo, who got on Wu Linghang Wang, ordered Zhao Deong in the front row. Deong nodded and started the car. "You and brother Qiu, aren't you curious about what the laboratory is used for?" Liemo looked at him, concentrating on driving. Zhao Deong smiled and said, "Mr. Ren said you are a genius, and asked me and brother Qiu to fully cooperate with your requirements. We just need to know these. As for those strange equipment in the laboratory, even if you tell us, we don't understand." Liemo looked at his honest appearance and couldn't help but admire Mr. Ren's insight into people. The unique beauty under the hill always attracts many urban tourists. Tour buses pass by from time to time along the way. There are even cyclists riding bicycles and wearing cycling clothes traveling together in groups of 3 or 2. When the car drove to the gate of the laboratory, Liemo saw Brother Qiu at the gate, together with the security personnel, persuading several tourists. Perhaps seeing that the villa in front of them really had an owner, the tourists left in disappointment. "What's the matter?" Liemo got off the car and asked. Brother Qiu carefully checked the outside of the gate, turned around and said, "I heard from the former security guard that in the years when the laboratory was abandoned, tourists from time to time asked to come in and rest. The security guard saw that they were working hard, so he allowed it. The tourists just now came here because they heard the introduction of their friends." Liemo nodded. "This is a problem. Maybe we should make a sign at the intersection to prevent them from running so far. I'll have someone prepare it right away." Brother Qiu nodded and left. The distance has been calculated. The current distance is 45 astronomical units. The planet's mass is 45.126 x 10 kilograms and its volume is 20.21 x 10. Liemo stared at the data on the monitor, wondering how to prove the existence of this planet. Humans perceive the world through the 5 senses, namely eyes, nose, mouth, ears, and tongue. Specifically, it is vision, touch and smell. As for distant planets, humans can only observe them through telescopes and scientific instruments. When observing planets with telescopes, since the planets themselves do not emit light, they can only observe by reflecting the light of stars. Now many scientists use infrared telescopes to detect the universe, but that is also based on the radiation of the planets. If there is a planet whose core does not heat up, and whose surface does not reflect the sun's light, then can it avoid human observation? Liemo felt that he had grasped the idea. He picked up a pen and calculated it quickly. Set the original probability to 1. Since there are countless stars in the universe, the probability of this kind of planet appearing is 99.99%. So the probability that humans cannot observe this kind of planet is 90.06%. Sure enough, if such a planet exists, the probability of not observing it in the short history of human space observation is close to 91%. This shows that his idea is feasible. Looking at the data calculated on paper, Liemo is full of confidence. What you see with your eyes may not be true. What you hear with your ears may not be true. Your experience may not be true. And your imagination may not be true. But mathematics is true. The discovery of Uranus was calculated by several mathematicians who calculated the exact orbit. At the right time, the telescope easily discovered it. In order to determine the orbit of Halley's comet, several astronomers created a new mathematical model for calculation. The 3 scholars spent several months and finally predicted that the next time Halley's comet would approach the sun would be around April 1759, with an error of about 1 month. As long as the exact orbit of this unknown planet is calculated with the current astronomical detection methods, even if the unknown planet is hidden deeply, it is still possible to be discovered. At present, the weight, volume, and distance from the ground of the unknown planet are known, and the accurate orbital data of the planet is required. This is simply impossible, because there are too many unknown conditions. Liemo searched for data on orbital anomalies of solar system stars on his mobile phone, because if there is such a large unknown planet, it will definitely exert gravitational force on the surrounding stars, and disrupt their orbits. He saw 2 news reports. 1. On January 20th, 2016, Mike Brown and Konstantin Batygin of the California Institute of Technology published their research results in the Astrophysical Journal, announcing the discovery of orbital anomalies of 6 celestial bodies in the Kuiper belt of the solar system. Although these 6 celestial bodies move at different speeds, their orbits have the same inclination and are facing the sun at similar angles. The probability of this happening by chance under natural conditions is only 1 over 14,000, 0.007%. 2. In 2012, Professor Rodney Gomes of the Brazilian National Observatory in Rio de Janeiro reported the results of his research on unknown planets at the American Astronomy Conference. Gomes discovered that the orbits of about 6 to 7 celestial bodies in the Kuiper belt, including the very famous Sedna, were very strange, and their orbits were different from the normal ones predicted by the existing solar system model. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone. See you in the next video.